At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Pirate Radio is your home for game day coverage of ECU football.
Caleb is up next in Greenville.
What a great day to be a Pirate. I mean, going into this game, I got a little bit nervous because, you can't have field goals when they're scoring touchdowns. The last time we went bowling, I was 6 years old, so now I actually know what it feels like to go bowling. Pirates are going bowling. Let's go.
Celebrate our 20th year of ECU football coverage right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Hi.
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 Tabua. Aub. What about Aub? Safula.
Cool, neat story.
Was that supposed to be funny? There's local politics, bud.
Don't go over the rules. It'll take forever. Let's just get to the draft.
Let's get the pumping.
I got a little taco meat on my chest.
It's gonna be fun. We in the thick. I mean, everybody gonna be loud. I'm gonna be loud with them. I'm gonna be screaming too. Like, yeah, let's go, let's do this. You ready for this? I am.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, August is here. It is time to talk football here on Pirate Radio Live on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930, online, pr927fm.com. And you can watch us on Facebook Live and YouTube. If you have a question for the Pirate players that'll be joining us in the Delcor Players Lounge, you can dump your questions in on Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitter, and we will ask those to the guys we're going to talk to on today's show because the Delcor Players Lounge is back. And let me run down the roster for today's program. Coming up at around 3:30, we'll talk to East Carolina speedster Keaton Mitchell. At 3:45, Pirates linebacker Miles Berry. At 4 o'clock, we'll welcome in ECU tight end Ryan Jones to the Players Lounge. Isaiah Winstead, new East Carolina wide receiver, joins us at around 4:20. At 4:40, we'll talk to local product and Pirate rush-in Jeremy Lewis. At 5 o'clock, East Carolina running back Rajay Harris. And around 5:20 or so, Xavier Smith, the Pirates linebacker, will be with us on the Delcor Players Lounge. It is back for another year, and we are starting today because the Pirates begin fall practice this week. Shirley Rhodes is here, the Chan Man. Chandler Honeycutt here. Troy D to my left. Troy, welcome to August.
Clip, man, great to be here with you. Very exciting. Football officially starts for us today as we report today.
Everyone has reported.
Everyone has reported. Players Lounge kicking it off for 2022, and what an awesome lineup you just had. So excited to talk to these guys each and every week about ECU football, really a peek behind the curtain, if you will, what's going on with the players' perspective on things. And honestly, who knows this better than what's going on than the players?
Yeah.
So I like talking to the coaches too, but something different from hearing from the guys that are actually on the field.
And we're going to kick it off with the quarterback. Holden Ahlers joins us for another year here on the Delcor Players Lounge, and he joins us to kick off today's program on the Pirate Radio Live line. Holt, how you doing, man?
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me.
You sound chipper, ready to go. You excited to get back to practice this week?
Heck yeah, I can't wait. Camp's always fun in a way, I guess. It's fun to start, but then, kind of once you get into it, it sucks. But, it's football season, and that's what we work all year for. So it's excited to get back, and, it's one day closer to September 3rd. So, yeah, we're pumped.
Holding this, Troy, as you know, this is your final camp for ECU. This is it. So you kind of really go into it this year a little bit different, just trying to soak up everything to know that, hey, this is the swan song, so to speak. That I forget what the term was. Your dad put out a message out there. It wasn't maybe the last ride or something. I can't remember. But it really did kind of have that feel that, hey, this is it for you. And how much do you now, cherish those moments knowing that every one is the last time you'll do something?
Yeah, it does. I mean, it does make you kind of cherish it just a little bit more. Even the stuff that is hard and you kind of don't look forward to, like the conditioning test, for example, this summer was something that all year you're like, I mean, no one really looks forward to it. And then when I was done, Big John was like, Holton, you'll never have to do that again. I was like, well, crap, man, it kind of sucks now. So, I mean, just stuff like that I'll enjoy and learn to cherish. But at the same time, I mean, I've been here long enough to where, I mean, I know how things work and, seeing guys come and go. So I know your time here isn't going to last forever, so just enjoying it while I can and, making the most of it.
How much is chemistry this year with the receivers that you guys have? Because that's so important for you with timing and everything else. How much time will you spend? You've got some new guys that are on the squad this year in the receiving corps, and you've got some familiar faces. How much time will you build trying to work on that chemistry and that timing with them?
Oh, a ton. I mean, that's probably the most important thing on my list going into the camp is, timing with the receivers and just figuring out where they want the ball, how they like certain routes, just little things like that a lot of people may not notice, but they would notice it if we didn't do it, if we didn't work on it. So, I mean, it's exciting for me just because we do got so many new faces and we got some guys coming back. I mean, we're super talented, probably the most talented receiver group I've had and deep receiving group that I've had in a really long time here. So I'm excited to see those guys work and, I mean, kind of see how fall camp goes and then going into the season.
Holton Ahlers joining us. Holton, what are the days like for you? You say it's brutal, it's going to be hot, there's a lot of conditioning. Like, what % of fall camp before you really get into NC State is conditioning to, say, team, one-on-one, team-on-team, good-on-good? Break down a camp day for us. How different is it than say, an in-game, in-season practice and a spring practice?
Yeah, camp is just all about, kind of one good versus good is what we call it, just starters versus starters, and then twos versus twos, kind of, and so forth. But, yeah, it's just a lot of focus on ourselves. We don't necessarily go up there and line up in condition once we get into camp, but, I mean, when you're out there from 9 a.m. to 12 o'clock, I mean, that's enough conditioning itself with how hot it is and with full pads. So the practices are brutal, honestly. I mean, that's what gets you ready for the season, though, and that's what kind of makes camp special in a way is, just getting through that month of grueling practices with that heat that you have. And, I mean, everyone knows that 12 o'clock game and game one is going to be as hot as any game that anyone's really been to. So, I mean, we just got to get ourselves prepared for that and kind of just get through it to prepare ourselves. Yeah,
you said it there. You're going to be doing some natural conditioning out there with the elements. And we talked to Steve Shankweiler on the show on Friday, and he was talking about, Bailey Malovic has done a good job to get his weight up. Noah Henderson doing a great job with his body to keep his weight where he needs it to. But so everybody's different. But with a guy like Bailey, and there's other guys like this, maybe yourself included, you can lose weight during these camp days, right? So how do you make sure that you're doing enough to, not lose that body, that mass that you put together this offseason?
Yeah, that is it. I mean, you make a great point there. And that's something that the trainers do a really good job of keeping up with. I mean, we weigh in as soon as we get into the facility in the morning around 6:30 in the morning, and then as soon as we finish up our practice and shower, we go and immediately weigh ourselves again. So they're always keeping an eye on that. If you drop a certain percentage of body weight, they're on to you for the rest of the day and continue. So, I mean, they have protocol in place to make sure that you don't lose too much weight. But, I mean, I've heard guys lose up to 18 pounds in a practice before during camp, just of straight water weight and sweat. So, I mean, they feed us really well. I mean, that kind of sounds crazy for how big some of these guys are, but, I mean, we get the most food we probably get fed is during this time, just because, I mean, we're out there. I mean, like I said, people lose 18, 20 pounds during a practice. I mean, that's unheard of in a way. So, I mean, they feed us really well, almost too much, but you kind of got to in that situation.
And I got a
Troy, you think we should go out there one day?
I would love
quick
to.
20?
Actually, I would.
Damn.
Holden, I don't know how long I could make it, but I would. It sounds like a great workout plan, actually.
Yeah, I'd probably tap out after 1 pound.
I'm trying. These last 15 are really tough to lose. I'm trying to burn about 10, 15 more pounds. So maybe if Coach would let me come out for camp for a month.
Yeah. For real.
I've got a copy of the schedule for the preseason camp, and I'll tell you one of the reasons why I was taking a look at it. First of all, it's a lot like an NFL schedule in the fact, first of all this happens while school is not in. So you're right now until really the first week of preseason of normal, season opener type of stuff, regular season practice, I guess is what I'm trying to say. There's no school involved, so you're 100% dedicated to football. There's no other distractions. You guys only get 3 days off during just about the whole month of August. You only get 3 days off. So it's something every single day. And a guy like you, Holton, I got to imagine, even if you're off on a Sunday, you might be a guy that's in there looking at tape and still working.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, a day off during camp is waking up, going to church, watching film, getting PT, having meetings, and then getting off about 7 p.m. at night. So I wouldn't really call it much of an off day, but our off days were the last 10 days. We get 10 days off right before camp, and that's kind of the last time we'll have actual kind of time away from football really until the end of the year, until the season's done with. But I wouldn't have it any other way. Kind of like you said, I love watching film. I love being around the facility, being around the guys, and this team's so close that a bunch of us are already best friends anyway. We came in together and have changed this thing together to where we, even when we're not necessarily at football, we're still around each other and still talking and stuff. So that's kind of what is cool about this team, is we're so close that it really doesn't matter if we're there or not. We're still going to be around each other.
Yeah, I could tell the camaraderie you guys had just when y'all were in the studio here a couple weeks ago. We were all together and doing some photos and stuff and reading some liners. You guys all seem to get along great.
Yeah, we definitely do, and that's what's special not only about this team but in college football in general. Anytime you get through what you get through in the off season with these guys, and even getting through fall camp, you're going to be close with them by the end of it, just for how much you're with them. And a lot of this team is fifth-year guys or fourth-year guys that have been through kind of a lot, with this program and learning how to change it, learning how to win with Coach Houston. So anytime you've been through that type of stuff with the type of guys that we have, you're going to be close.
Holton Ahlers joining us. Holton, you've been in school longer than I was almost at this point at East Carolina.
That's saying something.
Yeah, no doubt. And I got a question from John Moody regarding class, but before I ask his question, what is your class schedule like at this point in your schooling career, college career? What kind of classes are you taking this semester?
Yeah, so now I'm just taking entrepreneurship classes. I'm just kind of taking classes. They're not going to go towards a degree or anything. It's just kind of me to learn a little bit just from Built When Broken, and that's just I can pretty much take any classes I want to now. It's more about just passing classes to be eligible. I've already graduated, so now I'm just kind of taking classes to play football, to be honest with you. So most of my classes most of my time's going towards football, but the little time that I do have, I'm taking some entrepreneurship classes.
That's smart.
About that.
Yeah, that's smart.
Good for folks that don't know. You already have your degree, so you're just taking classes to stay eligible. And I was just curious, because it's been a while since I was at ECU, but when I was at ECU, I loved taking electives because those you could choose what you wanted to take. And in this counted as a PE class. It was bowling, and there was bowling lanes at the bottom of Mendenhall. I know they've done away with Mendenhall or whatever, but do they still offer bowling as a class at East Carolina? Because that was one of my favorite courses ever.
Oh yeah, that's one of the most popular summer classes for football players is bowling. I've took some crazy ones. I've took dog walking before as an elective.
Wait. They have dog walking as a class?
Yeah, or they did when I was a freshman.
This must be new. Because if it was available, I would have taken that. What an awesome class. How do they? What do you actually learn in that class? Like how to pick up dog poop?
So I don't know if that's necessarily the name of it. It's something weird like that. But you go every it's kind of cool. You go every Friday during the summer to go walk the dogs at the Humane Society.
Oh, that's cool.
And help around there and stuff. Yeah, and then you have class. Like during the summer, we'd have class like once a week. Otherwise, during that, so I'm sure Carolina Barstool's listening to this right now is going to be posting all about that.
Well, on the flip side of that, Holton.
Hey, at least it's a real class, unlike some of the fake classes over there.
Yeah, you had to show up. John says, what was your hardest class at East Carolina?
Ooh, my hardest class? Probably accounting. I changed my major because I took 1 week of accounting, and Lee Workman, which y'all probably know.
Oh, yeah.
And I've known him forever because his son played with my brothers growing up. And his wife taught accounting. So I was like, you know what, this is going to be good because I know the teacher. I've always heard it was hard. Wait 1 second. My dog just got loose.
Oh,
speaking
not a very good dog walker.
No, thank God he took that class.
Well, let's see.
Maybe it needs to be dog chasing class. All right, we're on a brief hold here while Holton Ahlers gets his dog.
Good conditioning.
Yeah.
Chasing your dog.
How fast is his speed this year?
Yeah.
In this heat?
She's fast. She's running. No, I got her.
All right. Hold on.
Hey,
Let's
Miles
make sure-
Berry just walked in. Do you need Miles to go help you get your dog? We got an issue.
All right, is the dog okay, first of all? Because a lot of people are more worried about the dog than you, Holden.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to get her. She's fine.
You sure? Do you need us to let you focus on that for a minute?
No, I think I got her.
All right. I don't want to be blamed for something happening
Boy, this is
to Holton's dog.
live radio right here.
Yeah, this is incredible right here. Give us the play-by-play. What happened? How'd you get loose?
I was letting her out through my backyard because we just got back from the beach, and she took off. So now she's sitting on someone's front porch that I don't.
Maybe we should wrap this thing up. Let Holton.
No, I got her. Sorry about that. So accounting was my hardest class. I changed my major.
What a pro.
I thought it. So I was like, yeah, this class is. I heard accounting was terrible, and then I knew the teacher though, and going into my first test, I was like, you know what? Like, I kind of understand this stuff, and I took the test, felt good about it. I got the grade back, and I had a 49. And I was like, yeah, accounting's not for me. So I changed my major to communications after that.
Yeah,
Yikes.
And Clip, you know how guys, they're quarterback under a lot of pressure. They got 300-pound guys chasing after them, trying to kill. You could tell Holton is cool under pressure. Continues the radio interview while he goes to chase his dog down.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Across the grid right now. Sorry about that.
That is impressive. That shows me you are game ready. Nothing faces this guy. Glad that. What's the dog's name?
Wrigley. I'm a Cubs fan, so I named her Wrigley.
All right. What type of dog is it? While we're talking dogs.
She's a husky mix. I rescued her 2 years ago during my sophomore year. I rescued her, and I've had her since.
That's awesome.
There you go.
What a great story. God, the guy does a rescue dog. I mean, his stock just continues to go up, Clip, with the.
Holden, have you seen any supernatural creatures like Bigfoot lately? I know that happened to you years ago.
But yeah, I have. I've seen 2 Bigfoot in my life, and there's probably one of the only few people on the planet who's actually seen them and not lied about it.
Wait, where was this? I thought you were joking with Clip.
No, there was like a photo of it or something.
Tell me the quick story on this.
So I was driving home from practice one day, and I live in Grimesland. Like my mom lives in Grimesland. So I was driving home from high school practice one day, and I looked to the left, and I was like, "Good Lord, that's a big bear!" But one was walking on 2 legs, and one was walking on all 4. And I was like, "These things are huge." And then the one that was on all 4 stood up and started walking like a human, and I was like, "Hold up, wait a second." So I pulled over. I took a video, took a picture. They're real sketchy, just like about every other Bigfoot picture and video you've ever seen. And then I called my buddy who has a sniper, and he was going to come and shoot him, so we became famous for Bigfoot. But by the time he got there, it was dark. So Bigfoot got away.
So there was like, you think you might have seen a legit Bigfoot in the Grimesland area?
I know I did, 100%.
Now, was it a bear that was maybe just walking on its hind legs?
No, absolutely not. The picture that I have, if you zoom in on it, his walking form is the same exact walking form as the famous Bigfoot photo.
Can you text this to me? Can you send this to me? I'd love to see this.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. What a incredible... Like, what if there literally was a Bigfoot right here in eastern North Carolina?
You should sign an NIL deal with National Enquirer. They would love to publish that photo.
That was incredible.
I tried to send the pictures and the videos. I tried to email it to all the Bigfoot shows. Those shows are fake. They don't want to find a real Bigfoot because they'd have been in Grimes on this stuff.
That's amazing.
I got to see this, Holden. Yeah. That is incredible. What a story. All right. I don't know if we can top that clip.
Yeah.
Losing the dog, the Bigfoot, seeing Bigfoot.
And by the way, we have talked to Holden like 4 times this summer, so all of our questions are kind of out of the way at this point.
We've covered enough football. This is a lot more interesting.
It is. It really is.
It'll be more eventful this time.
Yeah.
All right, Holden, we got your buddy Keaton Mitchell of Miles Berry on deck. Man, this is going to be a stacked and packed hour right here. What a way to kick off the Players Lounge. But enjoy the rest of your time off, which is quickly winding down today as you report officially tomorrow, 9:40 a.m. Practice gets underway. We hope you have a great year, and we'll talk with you next week.
Yes, sir. Thanks, guys. See y'all soon.
All right. See you, Holden. Holden Ahlers talking football and Bigfoot.
What a story.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
And how about, could you run down your dog while you're doing a live radio interview? And stay composed?
Is this a rhetorical question, or are you asking?
I know you couldn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, don't ask questions you know the answer to. So, that was... And he came back and talked. A little shortness of breath at times, but... That's like he's in the huddle, right? He's still calling out plays and signals. And
this is like the perfect 2-minute drill, except you're going after your dog instead of trying to score.
Good stuff. All right. When we return, Keaton Mitchell, Miles Perry, the Delcor Players Lounge rolls on here on a Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Looking forward to catching up with those guys when we return after this.
Hey, Chandler, what are you up to tonight?
Jenny, it's Tuesday, and I'm going to go sing with DJ Captain Morgan for karaoke at The Buck.
Well, that sounds like fun. I have to work. Well, what are you up to this weekend?
Well, believe it or not, I'm going to go listen to some live music Friday and Saturday night at The Buck.
Live music all weekend long, really?
Yep, all weekend, and they also have the biggest high-definition screen to watch all the sporting events on Sunday Fun Day.
I'm going to have to go check that out.
Yeah, just check out The Buck on Facebook or Instagram for all the information. The Buck.
Hey, O's fans, get to Oriole Park early on Friday, August 5th at 7:05 when the first 20,000 fans 15 and over will receive a Cedric Mullins 30-30 Club bobblehead presented by Masson. Celebrate Cedric Mullins' historic 2021 season when he became the first player in Orioles history to join the 30-30 Club with 30 home runs and 30 stolen bases. Tickets start as low as $15. What better way to cheer on the Silver Slugger than at the ballpark that forever changed baseball? Buy tickets at Orioles.com/tickets.
Hey, Pirate Nation. This is Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty. I've been in Greenville over 25 years. I'm a proud graduate of ECU. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, then give me a call today and let me help make your real estate process fun and easy. I keep it simple and explain the process every step of the way. My goals are your goals. There are no long-term contracts, and you always deal with me from start to finish. The right home starts with the right agent. Call me, Scott Harris, at 347-1857. Go Pirates!
It's Bostic Sugg Furniture's Midsummer Stream event. Beautiful furniture at unbelievable low prices. Store-wide savings on beautiful looks for your home. Bonus savings of 25% off accessories. Plus 6 months special financing. We have hundreds of top name brands in stock and ready for immediate delivery. Enjoy sweet dreams on a new mattress with 48 months special financing with no minimum purchase. During the Midsummer Stream event. On now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, pirates supporting pirates.
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the flat conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
At the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Pirate Radio.
We're going to be bigger, faster, stronger, and older. That's always a good combination.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. University PC Care has been Pirate Nation's go-to IT experts since 2006 and are the local tech support experts for any of your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right. Thank you, Shirley Rhodes. Shirley, Dolphins fan. I said last week I'm starting to fall in love with the Dolphins. I'm in a slow draft, a fantasy football draft that started last night, earlier today.
What does that mean?
That means we, instead of getting together and drafting or either doing it online all at one time, we're making our picks at our own pace.
Oh, okay.
So
it could take a couple weeks.
Could take a couple weeks. Yeah. We still got plenty of time.
Is there a time limit? Like you have a day to pick, or
that we would prefer you do it within 24 hours, but we're not until we get in mid-August. We're not going to press it.
Slow draft. A lot of jokes I could use there, but I'll hold off.
All right. Thank you for that. But second round today took Tyreek Hill, so I'm practicing what I preach with the Dolphins this year. We welcome in, speaking of speedsters,
yes,
Keaton Mitchell, East Carolina running back who joins us. Keaton, who's your favorite NFL team?
My favorite, I go with Baltimore, only because my dad played with them.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a connection right there. So when did who's your father? When did he play in the NFL?
He played from 2001 to 08. He won the first Super Bowl with the Baltimore Ravens, their first Super Bowl. He played with Jacksonville Jaguars. He played with the Bengals. And he played with the, I want to say some overseas team.
Okay.
Fire, something.
The Rain Fire or whatever in the NFL
like
Europe.
Yeah. NFL Europe. Yeah, that's what it is.
Good deal. So it's in the blood. Football is.
My mom played football too.
The whole family.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So are you ready to get back going, or do you wish you had another week or two off here for summer?
I'm ready to get back going. I've been dreaming for football for like 3 nights straight. I can't stop thinking of it. So
like literally you've had dreams of playing football, waiting to play football.
Yes.
That's all. What do those dreams consist of? Just curious.
Just real live game coming out the tunnel. But it's like mixtures, like I'm on the team with my friends from back home. So we all playing college football together, just regular game live situation. So
we know you're physically ready. You're mentally ready now too if you're only dreaming about it. So it all gets underway starting tomorrow as you report to camp. What are your expectations going into this year? People are really high on Keaton Mitchell. They are like, man, they're expecting big things out of you. What are you expecting out of you?
I'm expecting big things too. We always preach 1% better, but this year I'm trying to get 1% better. Rush more than I did last year. Try not to miss no pass, no blitz pickups. So get better on that. Just be a better leader, vocal leader. A lot of people looking up to me. That's it really.
Keith, this is your first time with us here in studio on Pirate Radio. It's great to have you, by the way, a part of our Players Lounge with the guys this season. We're really looking forward to you being part of our team here at Pirate Radio. Let's learn a little bit about you, how when you first started playing football, how you caught the fever, and then how you ended up getting recruited at East Carolina, your journey that led you here to Greenville.
Okay, so I was always in football, Pops played in the league. So I started playing football when I was 6 years old in Locust Grove, Georgia. That was my first year. I ain't never played flag football. I went straight into contact. Before I played football, though, I was in soccer. I was a soccer kid.
Were you good at soccer?
Track. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You've been a soccer star.
USA team, everything. But I got recruited. My junior year, my first offer was from ECU. Coach Lynch, he was recruiting me big, calling me in class, ask the teacher, can you come outside, talk to me? I'm in class, coach. But, talking to him, talking to Big Houston. They called me every day, wasn't no school calling me every day. So I looked at ECU dang, that's the #1 school on the board. When I got up here, it was like a college town, a lot of fans talking to me. I was like, dang, I'm really, this is something I could be a part of. So I got into that, and I committed, and here I am.
The rest is history.
Yes, sir.
You got a lot of football fans. You yourself became a huge baseball fan this summer.
Yeah.
How did all of that come about? Because you became a big hit as ECU's #1 fan during that run there.
So I always my best friend, he go to Georgia Tech now. Like, he was a big baseball guy. He was the #1 shortstop in Georgia. So I went to his game, but I ain't really know what was going on. So I was like, man, this thing boring. So I went to one ECU game with my friends. I think we were playing Houston, and like, he was telling me what was going on. I caught on. I found it interesting. I just started going. Like, the fans, they was into it. I was into it, and it was fun. Them boys good. They good.
And man. Get gone. The get gone phrase.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, where'd that come from?
I just said it.
That's kind of your thing now, ain't it?
Oh, yeah, get gone. Yeah.
Trademark that.
Oh, yeah.
Put it on a T-shirt.
Yes,
hey, we talking about it.
Told
That'd be a cool shirt.
We're going to lay low with that.
Yeah.
But that was awesome, man. And I think it's cool. Just because they had a good year doesn't mean the football team will, but just all that synergy together. I mean, it's got to only be a positive thing for everybody.
Oh, yeah, of course. I hope they come to our games, show the same support, ECU, like, all the athletes, we all together. So they come out to the game, show their support. We come out their game, show their support. Basketball, too, any other sport. So, yeah.
You're still relatively a young guy,
Yes,
still got plenty of time left here at East Carolina, but you've come in with the big splash and made yourself known in a hurry. And one of those kind of players that people want to see, hey, anything could happen at any time when he touches the ball. What are you guys working on? What from the running back perspective? What do you think you need to improve on the most, or what do you guys you think you want to work on the most going into this preseason camp this year?
One thing we're gonna work on is our pre-reads, like looking at the defense, knowing what's going on. Something I want to work on this preseason fall camp is my pass blocking. Everybody look at me like a small back, but if I can pass block, then I don't gotta work on running the ball. That's natural. So, but pass blocking, that's the big thing that I gotta work on. Picking up the pass block. Blocking linebackers, blocking DNs if I got to, just protecting Holton. Because if he got time, then with the receivers we got now, it's going to be dangerous.
It opens up holes for you guys.
Yes, sir.
If they got to back off to cover receivers, it helps the running game.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Mike Houston said on Friday, it had to remind everybody there's only one ball to go around because there's a lot of talent. So you yourself, and man, the coaches did a great job, I thought, last year, splitting time with you and Rajay at running back, almost equal touches, equal plays, things like that. I know sometimes you're probably frustrated, like, let me get back in. Other times you're probably glad to get a breather. But, man, that really works out when you got a two-headed monster back there.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Me and Rod, we been knew each other from track. So our bond is, real tight. So, but, I'm never frustrated. If I'm in, I come out, I know he finna go eat. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of connection we got. So, when I'm in, he cheering me on. When he in, I'm cheering him on. If we both need help, we'll help each other. We both see something in the game. I tell him, look, this right here, do this, and then this open up. And, he'll tell me the same thing. And that's how we build our connection, That's how we build our connection on the field, and that's why we so good together.
Yeah, I mean, really true teammates.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Keaton, when did you know that you were faster than 90% of the public that are living and breathing?
I don't know. All right, so high school, I ain't really, I never really knew I was this fast because, I had a hip flexor issue. I popped my hip flexor doing track my sophomore year. Yeah, my sophomore year, so, every time I break, it's stride most of the time. But now I'm healthy, I'm good. So I really found out App State game, the angles,
yep.
Dang, they can't.
The 40 is kind of the gold standard of time. What's your fastest 40 time?
4.31.
Yeah. And what was the game where you down the sideline, and was it the
deuces?
The deuces, yeah. Do the coaches not like that anymore, or are they?
They don't like it, but. I don't even know how to explain.
So, when you're doing that, and I loved it. I thought it was awesome. It was right in front of where I was sitting.
Yeah.
What's going through your? Is it later, or what are you what's going through your mind?
What's going through my mind? When I break and I see I'm way past the last dude on the defense, either I'm thinking of the celebration I'm finna do, or midway, should I wave? Should I throw the peace sign up? But the peace sign came. The wave came against Marshall when I broke. Folks was lit about that. The home game when I threw the peace sign up, coach told me don't do it no more because we going to get flags. Then when CJ broke, Chargers Southern, when CJ broke, he threw the peace sign. I was like, okay, then. If we scoring, why? You know what I'm saying? But
I hope we're seeing a lot of peace signs this year, Clip.
Oh, yeah, of course.
A lot of breakaways. Who can contest you in the speed department on this football team?
On this team?
Yeah.
Josiah Hatfield.
Yeah.
Kerry King. Jalen Johnson.
All receivers.
Yeah. But nah, no
DBs are catching you on the ECU team?
No.
Okay.
One of them will argue with you, Duke. Yeah. You know, how he get, he think he fast. He swear he 4'2", but nah, Josiah Hatfield, he pretty fast. He up there.
Okay.
Do you get the point where, hey, you've reached your max speed and all you can do is just maintain it? Like, how do you, or, at some point you can only run so fast, and you're one of the fastest guys I've ever seen. What are you doing to try, what do you do to try and get faster? Because I know you want to be faster, even though you might have already, you might hit the ceiling at some point.
You talking about like mid-run?
Like speed.
In the game?
Yeah, just pure speed. Like, do you is it just God-given, or you're working on things to try and get you faster?
Mostly God-given, but like you can train to get faster, like your turnover, quick twitch muscles, but like I ain't really work on my speed in so long. But
it's just natural.
Yeah, natural. Yeah. But I worked on my speed this summer. We're gonna see
what coaches say. You can't coach speed. You either have it or you don't.
Yeah.
How about as far as ball security? What kind of drills are you going through in the off season at practice to hold on to the football?
We do a couple of drills. Some drills we'll do with a linebacker holding on to it, trying to rip the ball out, one hand, and really just hold tight. We got I don't know what Coach Foster call it, but I know it by the Barry Sanders drill, where we put our hand down, run, stand up, and then punch it out. But really, most just hang tight to the ball. Ball over chest, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That type deal.
Speaking of Barry Sanders, who are your favorite current and all-time running backs?
Chris Johnson. I was actually texting Chris Johnson the other day, but
y'all got a relationship?
He a fan of yours?
That's cool.
Yeah, we cool. We touch bases sometimes. I ask him some questions. But Chris Johnson, LaDainian Thomason, LaShawn McCoy, Reggie Bush, like just group. Guys that I can compare myself to. But a dude that I say Marshawn Lynch. When I was little, I like, dang, that dude, he different.
Yeah. You've ran over a few guys, too. You can bring out the power if you need to, right?
If I got to. You can't be scared of
Don't let the size fool you.
Oh, yeah.
Keaton Mitchell joining us. Keaton, what are these next couple weeks? You're excited. I've also heard other guys say it's pretty grueling. So what are these next weeks like for you as you're out in that hot sun?
Straight competition, My spot never solidified, so straight competition, developing the team, chemistry, but it's gonna be hell, like 90 degrees, full pads, getting after it, offense versus defense. Defense gonna bring the energy for sure. They always bring the energy. It's like their energy is crazy, like, and we ain't got no choice but to match it. So it's gonna be straight bump all weeks, all 3-4 weeks. So it should be fun, though.
And you said something there, your spot isn't solidified, and we'd assume Keaton Mitchell to be there, game one, ready to go. But we know about Rajay. We're hearing a lot about Gunn at running back. Camaro is, so you got a very talented backfield there.
Oh, yeah. The whole room, we stacked. We good. Just got to pull them boys along, you know what I'm saying? Get them boys ready to go. Like, high school, that's done for. We in college now. Big boy ball, but... Yeah.
ECU football running back Keaton Mitchell joining us here in studio as we kick off the Players Lounge for this season. And Keaton, as we get to know you during the year, what about off the field? Like, what are some of your favorite hobbies? What do you like to do when you're not playing football?
I play the game. I play the game with my girl. Play Fortnite. Other than that, I'm playing the game with the boys or trying to play basketball. My shot not really there, but Point guard, yeah, I passed the ball. Yeah, and play defense. I got to get my shot right, though.
And what are your favorite, like, what would be your favorite TV show or your favorite movie?
TV show? Right now I'm watching All American, what's it called?
On Netflix?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of that show.
I've seen it. I think it is called, like, All American or something.
Yeah, it's another one, though. When the little girl nosebleed. Which one that is?
Is that your show?
Stranger Things.
Stranger
Oh,
Things.
yeah. That's popular
I'm watching
right
that. Yeah, I'm watching that.
All right, so that's the show. What about your favorite? Are you big into movies at all or no?
Movies, kinda. Every time I gotta go back with the Throwback Friday here and there. Yeah.
Ice Cube. I like it. Let's see. Question from Chad. Let's see. That's stupid. How about this one? How many third graders could you take on at one time on the playground?
As many as you can bring.
Okay. Unlimited amount of third graders. You could handle them?
Yeah.
How about what's your hardest class you've taken so far?
Hardest class?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, so math don't count because I'm not a big math guy, but
I'm with you there.
Kinesiology, I struggle with that.
So what's your major?
Sports studies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd struggle saying that.
Yeah,
that's the first part.
Yeah. You're better than I am.
Trying not to stutter with that one.
Good stuff.
What about your playlist for like game day? Do you have like a
I gotta
pump
throw
ups?
a Little Baby in there. Little Baby,
All right.
J. Cole, Ease the Mind with the J. Cole, Meek Mill sometimes. I don't listen to Youngboy. I don't know why people listen to him, but nah, Lil Baby, J. Cole, and Meek Mill. That's really it. Yeah.
Keaton Mitchell joining us today, getting to know him off the field. What'd you do this summer? Did you have any football camps yourself?
Nah, I went out there with Holton.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was pretty fun hanging with the kids, letting them run around.
How many kids know who Keaton Mitchell is? Like, do you get a lot of kids coming up to you?
Yeah, it's a lot of kids.
Is that weird knowing that they know who you are, kind of
thing? But I done got used to it. But I was just with some kids today with Demetrius Mooney and Deontay Johnson. We did a little. He had something going on at the Steele Center, Drew Steele Center. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I was in there hanging with some kids, had a little fun. So
good deal, good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, well, Keaton, thanks for hanging out with us, man, and we'll be talking to you this season here on the Players Lounge.
Yeah, great stuff. Good luck this week as you get underway again, and we'll hook up with you sometime next week.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
Good stuff. Keaton Mitchell joining us. When we return, we'll talk to Miles Berry. He'll join us. Finally, the defense will have a say on the show. We'll see what's going on that side of the ball with Miles when we return on Pirate Radio Live. A lot more to go. Back with you after this.
So how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
So how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Free consultations available. Visit us at beautybarmedispa.com. Also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Go Pirates!
In studio with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. What's new, Jeff?
You know, everybody's thinking we're having some inventory issues in the car business, which some of it's true. For used vehicles, Brown & Wood has a lifetime powertrain on every vehicle you buy from us, new or used. So even when you buy a used vehicle from Brown & Wood, you have lifetime powertrain. We cover the engine, transmission for as long as you own the car.
Brown & Wood, your #1 dealership in Greenville and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
It's bow time. Our biscuit makers know a thing or two about scratch-made buttermilk biscuits.
Actually, it's 49.
That's right, 49 savory steps. So yeah, we know biscuits like the back of our hand. Because, well, these buttermilk biscuits are...
made by hand.
Yep, that Southern know-how is our bread and butter. And if you're still wondering what makes a Bojangles biscuit so good, well, just ask your mouth. Yep, that's what we thought. Come celebrate Bo's Buttermilk Biscuit Month with a scratch-made Cajun Filet biscuit. It's bow time.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owner's insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
This is Norm Bryant with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates.
Did you know time spent outdoors can help improve your children's health and bring balance to their life? The Outdoor Heritage Advisory Council invites you to join the Patch program. This program is for any child under the age of 16 and includes activities like fishing, hunting, and hiking. These are just one of the many ways you can earn the exclusive patches from the Outdoor Heritage Council. For more information on how to sign up and get your adventure started, visit outdoorheritage.nc.gov.
This pepperoni was carefully placed by hand by a pizza maker at Papa John's. Just like this one, and that one over there. Ooh, and even these in the crust. Get yourself the new epic pepperoni stuffed crust pizza, only at Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, the Papa John's Epic Stuffed Crust one-topping pizza is only $13.99 and is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, the official pizza of the ECU Pirates.
This is Stephen Igo, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live, here on a Players Lounge Monday, presented by Delcor. Delcor has been the trusted HVAC and plumbing contractor in Eastern North Carolina for residential and businesses for over 5 decades. Call them today, 321-8868. Visit DelcorInc.com. We've already talked to Holden Ahlers and Keaton Mitchell. Coming up later on, we got Ryan Jones, Isaiah Winstead, Jeremy Lewis, Rajay Harris, and Xavier Smith. And right now, joining Troy D and I in the Pirate Radio studios, East Carolina linebacker Miles Berry. Miles, good to see you. How you doing, man?
Good to see y'all. Thanks for having me.
And I see Miles' clip, and in person, I'm glad he's on our team. Let me just say that, because he has a way of making me and you feel real small right now.
No doubt.
You look great, man.
Thank you.
You're jacked.
And Miles, I talked to Blake Harrell a couple of Fridays ago. He said that you were his wife's favorite player. Oh. And then I told that to Coach Houston this past Friday, and he said once you have Miles on, he'll be everybody's favorite player. So people speak very highly of you, Miles, not only for your ability, but really what you do off the field, the person you are. So I guess let's start there. Where does that come from?
Really, I just want to be an inspiration to others. I grew up from Greensboro, North Carolina, where I had several older people, older players, brothers like that I looked up to. So I just want to be another representation of a great product of the city, and so I just try to do that every day.
Let's talk about your story, Miles. What led you to East Carolina? How you first got in, when you first heard about East Carolina, maybe when they first started recruiting you. who was doing that, what that process was like, and what went through the decision to finally say, yeah, this is where I want to be?
Well, I was always a little familiar with East Carolina, especially when Ruffin McNeil was here. But really, junior year of high school, around 2016, is when I got my first offer. Coach Prunty and Coach Mo was recruiting me heavy, and I loved it. I fell in love with them. I fell in love with the system that they were trying to implement here. And then once I got here, we played that first season in 2018, and it was also funny because Coach Houston was recruiting me at James Madison, and I was a little hesitant. I didn't know if I wanted to come to ECU or go to James Madison because I really liked Coach Houston and the staff there. So it really worked out to where they were able to come in, and I was still being able to be coached by them in 2019. And, from there, the rest is history, honestly. But I love the decision to come here. I love Pirate Nation, and I'm glad I'm here.
So were you being recruited by both schools when James Madison beat East Carolina?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
So that was the first game. I came to that game, James Madison at ECU, and I remember Coach Weaver, the safeties coach, called me before the game, and he was like, look, I know you're committed to ECU, but just watch how we play at James Madison. And then boom, they beat him, and then he called me like, "What are you gonna do?" So
and now you're talking about Trip Weaver.
Yeah. Trip Weaver,
so he's here.
Yes, sir.
Kirkpatrick's
here.
And then he was like, "Hey, don't go anywhere. I might be coming to East Carolina."
And then he was like, "Yeah, wait, don't flip yet, because we're coming there." So it worked out.
Crazy how everything works out like that. Good stuff. Miles Berry joining us. Miles, how about you and Xavier this year? And y'all were already kind of leaders, upperclassmen, but losing Bivens and Ramsour, now you're the old dog. So what's it like stepping into that role, even more of a leadership role for you?
Right, yeah. We've been leaders, all year, honestly. So just leading the team and leading the defense and in camp this year and throughout the season. For me, and I know Xavier as well, we just want to be the best representations of ourselves and lead by example, and then have everybody else follow.
I've always felt the linebacker position, for the most part, is kind of the quarterback of the defense. That's kind of the way I look at it. And I assume, one of you guys is calling the plays for the defense.
Yeah, so Coach Harrell is primarily calling the plays, but now, since it's year 3 of the defense, we have the ability, if we don't like something and if something looks a little funny, I have the ability to audible or check it, or maybe check it to a different defense, maybe something more simple to where maybe more of a base front. So I appreciate him for trusting me with that ability, but I also trust him in making a great decision and putting us into the best defense to make the best plays.
As fast as these offenses go today, you got to make those checks quick. So, how much do you practice that? Just the speed of it that you're going to see on game day?
It's really film study. Film study is very big for me. Already starting to look at NC State heavy and different tendencies that they have, but you just have to operate fast. The game of football is all about adjustments, and we really work on that in practice, and that's really what camp is for, being in those situations and being able to adjust.
I've always thought, all the positions on defense, I think linebacker might be the toughest because, you work at the line, you're going to go forward just about every time, and you're trying to get the quarterback or a running back. If you're a defensive back, you got to cover the receiver.
Right.
A linebacker, you can do anything. I mean, you might have to blitz, try to go after a quarterback. You may have to drop back. How much predetermined, you almost have to kind of be a mind reader, or the defense coordinator has to be a mind reader, knowing whether, hey, we need you up front to blitz or we need you to drop back on pass coverage.
Yeah, so with me especially, I move around a lot. I don't like being in one stagnant position when I'm on the field, and that can also give the offense some trouble because they don't know if I'm blitzing, they don't know if I'm back, or if they don't know if I'm staying in the same spot. So just trying to keep movement. But yeah, like you said, linebackers, we do it all. We cover, we blitz, we have to spill blocks, we do it all. So and that's just what practice is. We practice it, and we practice it every day and day out, and it becomes second nature.
What are you usually looking for pre-snap to try and get a hint on what that play might be?
So my read is usually the triangle. I wish I could illustrate it, but
we need to get a board in here for him to write some stuff.
But I
Dr. Barry is in the house.
I usually have a triangle going from the sniffer or the tight end to the running back all the way to maybe the center or the guard on the opposite side. So that's all of my keys, my primary key is definitely the tight end. He's going to take me 90% of the time everywhere the ball is going to go. So once I read him, that's my initial check, and then my second check is to the running back. And by then I know if it's run or pass, and then I just execute whatever assignment that I have at that time.
I think back to Bruce Bivens last year coming on after the Memphis game and saying we knew exactly what they were going to run on that 2-point conversion because y'all had practiced it. So that's got to be a good feeling, right? Like, hey, you still got to make the play. Yeah. But how often do you say, all right, we got him, we know what's coming here?
Right, and in that situation, it was what 3 seconds left on the goal line. And that's just a play where we only might have gotten 2 snaps of that in that week. But those 2 snaps have to be perfect, and we have to perfect it and take it serious. And I was fortunate enough, Jeremy Lewis made a great rush on the quarterback, and I was just fortunate enough to be there to be able to tip the ball down. So really just great play on his end, on my end, and just Coach Harrell also being able to set that play up in practice. So then in the game, it just came about.
You guys preseason picked 6 by the media to finish in the conference. Big time double-digit underdogs.
I love it.
To NC State.
I love it.
How much of that is there? I don't want to get into respect versus disrespect, but how much of it do you feel that there's something to prove with this East Carolina team that, hey, you want to show people like that have voted you guys down or think you're a big time underdog, prove them wrong?
I love it. I love being an underdog. Ever since I got to ECU, we've been underdogs. So, and we've taken down big opponents in the past. So I love it. I love being ranked 6. So we can fly under the radar and then really execute this year. I'm not going to do a lot of trash talking, but just know that the Pirates are ready to play, and we're ready to prove a lot of people wrong.
Is this the best chemistry of a team? You've been here as long as anyone.
Right.
You and Holton, I think, have been here the longest. Is this the best chemistry out of any team that you've been on here at East Carolina?
Most definitely. I know a lot of people preach brotherhood, but we really are brothers in that locker room. We're a family. I know that I can call my coaches whenever they'll answer the phone. I know I can call my teammates whenever they'll answer the phone. Anything we need, we're just there for each other, and we make sure that we communicate on all ends, so we're not late and everybody's just on the same page. We're really bonded.
We got Ryan Jones coming in next. He came in last year. Isaiah Winstead, a newcomer, joining us later. We talked to DJ Ford last year on the Players Lounge, and I think one reason, Troy, you reached out to him, Mike Houston was talking about him that spring. He had just got there and was already calling him like a leader, and said he, just got in with the group so tight.
Right.
And it sounds like from these coaches that all these guys you're bringing in, you make sure, you guys in the locker room make sure that they're right for the team. So what's that process like, and making them feel welcome and being one of the boys early on?
Yeah, well, it initially starts with, Coach Houston and the staff. They know the type of guys that they want to bring, and they're not really recruiting people that would be cancers to the team. So once they do come, just make sure they know that what the standard of the team is. And after that, we're a brotherhood. We all have one goal, which is to win, get a conference championship, and we're all tunnel vision to that goal. So it works.
Miles, getting to know you, as we said, kind of your first visiting studio, the first of many, part of our Pirate Radio athlete team here in the Players Lounge. What do you like to do when you're not playing football? What do your hobbies include?
Well, really, if grad school isn't keeping me busy as ever, I love to play video games. I love to play Call of Duty and Forza. I also like I'm bilingual also, but I don't get to speak Spanish as much as I want to, so I make sure that I watch everything in Spanish. My phone is in Spanish.
Wow.
I'll watch, Telemundo or just listen to that, and that's something that I like to do just to keep up on that. And then honestly, I just TV shows and movies just to relax. When I'm away from football, I like to just jump into another world with a good TV show or a movie.
Have you ever seen I think it's called Who Killed Sarah on Netflix?
Yes,
it's in Spanish, right?
Yeah, it is.
I have to watch it on subtitles.
Also, Money Heist. It's like Casablanca.
I need to check that out.
Yeah.
So when you say your phone is in Spanish,
my phone is in Spanish.
Like if I text you, it comes in as Spanish.
The date.
Si, senor.
Oh wow, jeez.
Yeah.
You're all in.
Yeah.
So did you do that for a class, or is that a hobby?
So I was in a bilingual Spanish immersion program from kindergarten to 8th grade, where the whole curriculum in Greensboro, North Carolina, the whole curriculum was in Spanish, and we had one English class.
Oh,
and
wow.
if we spoke any English during the day, we would get penalized. You know how that is. But the whole curriculum, math, social studies, science, was all in Spanish.
I took 4 years of Spanish like in high school. The most I can get out now is like "Cómo estás?"
Yeah, bien
You know?
tú. Yeah, but I tested out of all of the Spanishes for college because I was already, at an advanced level.
That's
so
impressive.
That is awesome.
Thank you.
Hey, what's your major?
So I got my Bachelor's of Science in Industrial Logistics and Supply Chain last December, and now I'm in grad school getting my Technology Management Master's.
Damn, I think
Congrats.
football might be holding you back from a
Nah,
strong
not at
business
all.
career.
Well, that's
Not at
what
all.
Coach Houston said. Like, no matter what you decide to do, whatever path,
And let's,
you'll be successful.
look, obviously everyone would love to play at the next level, and you still have that in front of you, that
Yes, sir.
possibility. If you weren't playing football, what career path would you be seeking?
I would love to really dive into a career in logistics and supply chain. I would love to be on the operations and business side of the NFL. If the NFL doesn't work out with me suiting up with shoulder pads, I would love to supply the shoulder pads for the team. But supply chain is in so much. I have a lot of different avenues that I want to tap into, but definitely something with logistics, making things move.
Yeah, I tell you what, and folks that may not have paid attention to that before,
right?
Now know
COVID.
that everything is a supply chain issue or a logistics issue, and nothing gets in a store for you to be able to buy it without logistics and supply chain. So it is crucial in everything. What a great career path for you, because there's always going to be a need for people that can figure that out.
Products always need to move.
Yeah.
People always need their supply on time, no matter what it is. So we make sure that happens.
Miles, looking forward to getting to know you even more, but great chat today. We'll talk more football and life with you throughout the season, and see you next week on the Players.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, great stuff, man.
Enjoyed it. We got to get to Ryan Jones next, though, Troy D. So we'll talk to the East Carolina tight end. Solid season last year and high expectations this year.
Big time.
For Ryan Jones. Looking forward to that. Probably tough to cover in practice.
Oh, yeah. Iron sharpens iron with Ryan, for sure.
We'll talk to Ryan Jones when we return on Pirate Radio Live after this.
Pirate fans, the 2022 football season is going to be one for the record books. East Carolina is coming off a 7-win bowl season, and 2022 is shaping up to be even better. The Pirates need you to pack Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium this fall with a great home slate that includes in-state rival North Carolina State. The American Conference schedule features home games against UCF, Memphis, Houston, and Navy. Season tickets are on sale for as low as $125. Get your tickets today by visiting ECUPirates.com.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Your vehicle is a big part of your life. That's why you should trust the team at Greenville Auto World for all your vehicle needs. Greenville Auto World believes in fair prices, superior service, and treating customers right. Visit greenvilleautoworld.net to see their fully stocked inventory of SUVs, trucks, and cars. Need a lift kit, custom rims, or wheels? Greenville Auto World can upgrade your vehicle today. For sales or service, visit Greenville Auto World on Highway 43 in Greenville.
Welcome to US Cellular, where new and current customers choose any phone they want for free.
Free? Even the one with 5G and lots of storage?
Free.
And the one with the latest everything?
Free.
At US Cellular, any phone you see is free, whether you're a new or current customer. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
We all love using Uber Eats, DoorDash, and grocery pickup. It makes life so much easier. Well, now there is cellular delivery, and the team at Cellular Warehouse has perfected the process. They will deliver your new phone right to your door with all your information loaded on the new phone. And the best thing is there is no charge for this awesome service. And you don't have to waste half the day sitting in a Cellular store. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051 and let his team of experts make your cellular delivery today. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent, serving all of Eastern North Carolina.
The Dickinson Avenue Public House is a lively and diverse restaurant in Greenville that utilizes fresh and local ingredients. With influences of Creole, Asian, and upscale Southern cuisine, the Dickinson Avenue Public House offers a seasonally rotating menu and a full-service bar with rotating craft brews on tap. Come to the intersection of 8th and Dickinson and enjoy $1 off drafts on Tuesday, half-price flights on Wednesday, half-price wine bottles on Thursday, and $1 oysters Tuesday through Friday from 5:30 to 7. For more details, check out their website at daphousенc.com.
Safety comes first at Greenville Utilities. Did you know that by itself, natural gas is completely odorless? As a safety precaution, a chemical is added to the gas that gives it a distinctive and unpleasant odor. This allows you to detect the slightest amount of natural gas both indoors and outdoors. If you smell a strong odor of natural gas in or near your home, you should immediately call Greenville Utilities. GUC maintains staff around the clock in order to provide immediate response to emergencies such as natural gas leaks. You can count on GUC to keep safety job number one.
This is Mark Washington with Max Sports Performance at Max Fitness. Our facility has reopened and is following all safety protocols. The best thing you can do to strengthen your immune system is, of course, to work out and exercise on a regular basis. I can assist you as your performance coach. You can also enjoy the benefits of a private facility. Avoid the crowds and work out at Max Fitness. Now is the time to get healthy. Max Fitness, just off Highway 43 in the old Ace Hardware building behind Speedway in Greenville. Call me, Mark Washington, 902-4877.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. David Price Construction, the proud ECU home services partner. Call them today at 919-291-5532 or visit them online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is Clip Rock.
All right, hour two of Pirate Radio Live inside the Delcor Players Lounge. And great start to the show. Great hour one with Holden Ahlers, Keaton Mitchell, and Miles Berry. Coming up later on, we'll introduce you to Isaiah Winstead. Also, Jeremy Lewis from South Central, Rajay Harris, Xavier Smith going to join us once again on the Players Lounge. They'll be up in hour three of today's show. But right now, Troy D and I will welcome in East Carolina tight end Ryan Jones as he joins us here in the Pirate Radio studios. Ryan, good to have you. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.
Ryan, a lot of people know you as the transfer from Oklahoma and got a lot of attention when that happened. So let's start with that, shall we? How you ended up from a Oklahoma Sooner to an ECU Pirate.
Yeah, so during the whole transfer process, I really was just trying to get closer to home because I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. So, I was trying to transition back to the offensive side of the ball. At OU, I played defense, linebacker, and safety. So, just getting back to what I mainly played in high school was just big for me in that transfer process.
So you yourself knew you could play offense, but, that's quite a leap, saying we're going to bring this guy in to play tight end. So he plays tight end? No, he plays defense. But he played a little tight end? No, he was. So how did all that go? Who really believed in you here? I know you believed in yourself. So how did all that go?
Yeah, mainly it was the first guy I talked to was Coach Mons. And I feel like the coaches still kind of had they knew about me from my high school days because I mainly played offense. And, they took the biggest chance on me. I had a few schools hit me, but ECU was the main school that really stayed on me and stayed with me for my transition.
What was it like? We had Lincoln Riley here for many years as offensive coordinator. I know you wish he'd have got you in on the offensive side, but what was it like with Coach Riley there in Oklahoma?
It was good. Coach Riley's definitely a player's coach. He's a younger guy, so he can really relate to us as players. I really didn't have too much dealing with him from coaching standpoint from that way, but overall as a coach, he was a great guy.
How about coming in as a tight end? You put up really good numbers your first year, higher expectations this year. Did you meet your personal expectations from a year ago?
Last year, I felt like I still had more I could have shown, which I plan on doing this season. But definitely for the first year, it was a starting point, definitely. But my expectations for myself were way, way higher. So.
Did it take you a while to catch on to get back to the offensive side, or is it like the old riding a bike? You were ready to go from day one?
I'd say I still had some offense in me, but just getting back into just getting like offensive plays and everything, just getting back into the swing of that was the main transition for me.
Yeah,
tight end, one of those versatile positions. You got to be able to do a little bit of everything in that. How much, when you have a player like you to incorporate, how much does that kind of change the game plan, do you think, with this offense where they want, sometimes these high fast-paced offenses don't include a tight end play, but when you've got a weapon and someone that is useful in that position, how much does that change kind of the game plan as far as how they're calling plays?
I'd say definitely just from the tight end standpoint, because we have impact from the run game to the pass game. So when your tight end's super active, I feel like it's hard to really keep point if you're going to run the ball more, pass the ball more. So it just puts the defense in a more stagnant position.
I think it's somewhat underrated. We've talked about it a few times, but you are the leading returning pass catcher on the team with Snead and Omatosho out. So I don't know if pressure is the word, but it's got to give you high hopes that you're in for a big season this year, right?
I'm definitely staying just even keeled. I'm trying to just come in level-headed and just grind every day. So, if you just keep adding days each day, by the time you get to the game, it's going to be nothing.
Probably crazy to say this to you, but when Coach Houston got here, the tight end room was pretty empty. They had, Xavier Smith was playing tight end the year before, of course, the linebacker now. But now, not only are you there, but with Shane, with Jarman, and they're bringing in more guys. Sounds like Tyler Savage might be moving over there. It's a packed room now, right?
Yeah, I definitely feel like the room we have now is just the talent level. We have guys that can play outside. We have guys that can help in the run game. We have guys that can do everything you need them to from the offensive standpoint. So, we're just definitely we're a room that you have to watch. You have to keep your eyes on us.
How did summer camp go for you guys this year? I know it's a year-round deal nowadays. You mentioned before, I heard Coach Houston say this on Friday, that you don't come to preseason camp to get in shape anymore. You come to preseason camp to get started on football. The getting in shape stuff's already there during the summer. What did you guys work on the most this summer, and how did it all go?
I would say summer is more so just conditioning, just like staying in tune with each other. So, our chemistry as a team is very, very, very good just from the places I've been before. And, once we the talent we have and we add everything like that, we're building to have a good preseason.
How's the connection with Holton Ahlers? You obviously want to be buddy-buddy with the quarterback. Were you able to get that quick? And how is it today, compared to this time last year?
Yeah, I feel like me and him kind of started off slower last season. But, just from the end of last year and just building from what we had building off of last year, we just really have thrown more. Just the chemistry's gotten super, super good. and he's been working with a new quarterback guy, and Holton's arm is A1 right now. So,
Peyton Manning.
Well, he was down there with the Mannings. This is a weird one, but you're catching whatever's in the air no matter where it's coming from. But any different catching from a righty and lefty? Is there any adjustment at all for you?
Definitely, because for me, I like seeing the ball come out, especially for shorter throws. Looking from a guy that's throwing with the right arm to the left arm is definitely different. But it's all the same.
I never thought about that before. You're right. It is a difference. The spin's a little different. It depends what you're used to.
Well, which I guess coming from the defensive side, you weren't seeing any balls. So whatever you see coming, you're ready to go now. And you seem like a laid-back guy that you said you're even keeled, but you're on the Mackey watch list. Is that a big deal to you? It's got to feel good, right?
Yeah, that's definitely something. I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely something I want to be at least a finalist for. Just even being nominated for that was pretty significant for me. Because the aspirations I have for myself for this season are way higher than what I had last year. So I'm hoping I can get close to that.
Yeah.
Ryan Jones joined us in studio, tight end for ECU football. And Ryan, look, you're a big dude. For folks listening on the radio right now, can't see you or haven't seen you in a while. What are your current stats at height, weight type of deal?
I think I'm 6'2.5", and then right now I'm 245.
What's your ideal playing weight? Are you at where you want to be?
Yeah, I'm going to play around 240, 235, 240.
Which Holton, we talked about this earlier, how much weight you can lose during fall camp. Yeah. So you'll probably drop those by Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah.
It's pretty brutal out there, right? It sounds like there's a mix. Keaton Mitchell couldn't wait to get out there, but also said
he's dreaming about it.
And then he said it's going to be hell. So there's good and bad coming up for you, right?
Yeah. I mean, camp's definitely it's a grind. It's a grind, but I mean, all the work you're putting in is just going towards season.
What's the best part about it? What's the worst part about it?
The best part about it is when it's over, but I mean, the worst part is probably it's just early mornings, late nights. You know,
Yeah.
it's a grind.
What time do you get started normally? Like, you got to get over there early to get dressed.
Yeah, I mean,
and everything.
I'm up around like 5:15, breakfast at 6. You know, but I mean, you're not getting home till about like 9:30.
Yeah.
So you grew up in Charlotte?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So what's the difference? So you know a little bit of, but Eastern North Carolina is kind of different. Eastern North Carolina heat versus Oklahoma heat. How do you compare those?
Oh, Oklahoma heat is super dry. Like here, it's just like you can feel the heat on you. You know, out there it's more so like when you breathe, you can like feel it in your chest. But here, it's like the heat is really it's on you.
Yeah, it's on the outside.
Yeah.
You're sweating. There, it's like you're breathing in
the heat.
Fire.
Yeah.
None of them sound real fun.
Nah.
Got to be honest with you. But talking to Ryan Jones in the Pirate Radio studios. Ryan, who's your favorite NFL tight ends, all time or current, that you like to watch?
My favorite right now I watch is Jonnu Smith. He just he was traded. He was with the Titans, but he's with the Patriots right now.
All right.
I mean, another guy is Aaron Hernandez, but you know the football aspect.
Yeah.
That's
hard to put him up on the list.
Yeah. That's what I look at. Though. I have to look at guys that's like my size. You know.
Yeah. Who's your favorite team?
I don't have a favorite team. I have players though. But,
Okay, gotcha.
We've asked some of the guys, when you're not playing football and you're just, Ryan Jones, just the guy. What do you like to do? What hobbies do you have?
I'm big into like movies, so I mean I have like probably almost every. I'm not YouTube, but movie account like Peacock, Hulu, Netflix. I mean, all I do is watch movies when I'm hanging up.
What are some of your favorite?
Some of my favorite, Mad Max is one of my favorite movies.
Classic.
Yeah, I mean, I watch a little scary movies, Insidious movies, Conjuring.
So you're into the horror stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it depends.
Any comedies?
Oh yeah, I mean, Death at a Funeral. What else? I just watched the movie last night, Ambulance. It was pretty good.
All right.
It's on Peacock. You have to check it out.
I'll have to check that one out.
Yeah.
Ryan Jones joining us. What else do you like to do outside? Or what did you do this summer away from football? Anything you did this summer?
This summer was mainly just to get my mind and body right. So I mean, this was, especially with this being my last college season, I really just wanted to take advantage of getting my body fully healthy for camp. So I didn't have any hiccups during the season, but that was mainly what I was doing.
We'll hear from Rajay later on. Talked to him earlier today. He said he was a lot of Sprite at McDonald's when he was a freshman, and quickly learned that's not the way to be. So, How about nutrition wise? What's your diet looking like?
For me, I'm not too big on cooking. That's just not me. But I'll probably I'm big on like Panera Bread. I go there a lot. Chipotle. I eat good. I mean, I pay for all my stuff, but yeah. I mean, I'm big on food.
Yeah, and then you train it off if you got to, basically. What's it like working with Big John in the weight room?
I mean, he's great strength coach wise. I mean, just as a person as well. Luckily, I came from a good strength program, so I mean, the transition was super smooth. We do basically the same stuff in the weight room, from the same lifts, lifting mechanics, all that stuff. So I mean, it really was It was a smooth transition. I mean, he's a great guy. He's outside of just being a strength coach, he's a good person. I mean, he can talk to you about anything. So,
and what Oklahoma's in Stillwater?
No,
I'm sorry, Norman.
Yeah,
Stillwater's the opposite of the wrong team. Yeah,
you can't say that.
Oklahoma
He's using Raleigh, right?
Norman, Oklahoma. What's are there similarities between Norman and Greenville at all?
Yeah, they're both college towns. I mean, it's country a little bit, but I mean, it's really about the same. Mm-hmm.
So are you like Charlotte, like a city boy, or are you more of a country guy?
I'm more of a city person myself. I have no problem with the country. I've been out there for about 4 or 5 years, but I mean, I prefer being in the city.
You don't mind a few mosquitoes and things like that?
Nah, I'm all right.
All right, talking to Ryan Jones today, getting ready for camp. So what's this week look like for you? I know you guys start Wednesday. What's your Tuesday looking like?
Tuesday we have report day at 1, and then we have a team run after that. But then it's just mentally getting ready for that first day. So I mean, you really want the first day to be smooth and crisp, because I mean, we've been going through stuff majority of the summer. So I mean, the first day is pretty important on how the rest of the spring is. I mean, not the spring, but the fall is going to go. So.
And Holden was saying, so the conditioning test is in the rear. You don't have to worry about that, right?
Yeah, nah,
that's good. You do all right with that?
Yeah.
What are they like nowadays? I know some of it, but a lot of people probably don't know anything what that means when you say conditioning test. What are they putting you through?
You can do shuttles, so it'd be like 25-yard shuttle. You're doing that about 6 times. You can do a 50-yard shuttle after that. Do that down, back down, and then it's 150. So you're running 50 yards, and then running 100 yards, which is you're doing that about like 5 times.
And you have to do it within a certain time period.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you don't meet that time criteria, what happens?
You have to do it again.
Yeah. So you got to. If you don't pass the fitness test,
you have to redo it. Yeah.
You have to. You can't really be on the team until you do it. That's how serious it is, right?
Mm-hmm. But I mean, if you're dedicated, it should be easy to do so.
Any weights involved, or is it all pretty much fitness running? It's all running. Straight up running.
Yeah.
I remember years ago, Albert Hainsworth was getting paid trillions by Washington.
I remember that. They started putting it on ESPN.
Yeah, they were like showing him like half-assing his fitness. Yeah. He was just taking it as a joke, and they're like, they won't let him practice till he passes his test. And it was like 7 days into camp, and he was just like jogging out there, like didn't. I mean, it was a joke, but. I think when he wanted to, he just passed it. Yeah, he was just like screwing around with him or whatever. But that's my most famous memory of a test, a conditioning test.
How hard is it for you? I mean, you're a bigger guy, you know.
For my size, I feel like I run pretty well. I mean, regardless, you're gonna be tired, but I mean, it's just a mental check.
Yeah,
you just have to get through it.
Yeah.
You said earlier, you getting to know the plays and the terminology, that stuff was something you had to catch on to. It sounds like you might be used some in the slot. So are you, as far as playbook goes, you're ready to go this year?
Yeah, definitely this year more than last year. I'm just more, I know the whole entire concept instead of just my position alone. So, I mean, I'm definitely just, from playbook-wise, that was a big stride I wanted to make for this upcoming season, definitely for this camp. So
awesome. Ryan, good to get to know you, man. We'll get to know you more throughout this season and throughout this fall camp. So good first impression, and can't wait to do it again next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Good stuff.
Appreciate it,
Thanks,
man. Ryan Jones, East Carolina tight end, joining us. We'll get to know Isaiah Winstead when we return on Pirate Radio Live as we roll on the Delcor Players Lounge. More to go when we return after this.
Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of Pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week from noon until 2 a.m., the Buck features live music every night of the week. Tuesday is karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday is acoustic night. Thursday is the DJ dance party. And Friday and Saturday nights, it's live bands. Check out the Buck's Facebook or Instagram page for more information. The Buccaneer Music Hall. We'll see you at the Buck.
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Kyle Gaines at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We are growing, so is our service department. We're adding more space to provide a faster, more affordable service for you. Come sit down with our team and let us customize your next Jeep or truck. Have the freedom to pick out your own lift, wheels, and tires and more. Drive a little, save a lot when it comes to customizing your next vehicle. We're at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, located off 264 West in Washington, North Carolina, and online at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com.
Ahoy there, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express, your local tire and wheel shop in Greenville, offering affordable, easy payment options for easy ownership. Savvy? Our customers love our treasure of tires and wheels, easy payment options, and customer care package too. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-style restaurant and bourbon bar. Join us at the Rick House for mouth-watering steaks and made-from-scratch pastas. Check out the 16-ounce cowboy steak or the Seafood Delight pasta. Join us for our legendary brunch on Sundays from 10 to 2. The Rick House can feed your larger crowds with off-site catering and room for 125 in our adjacent banquet hall. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
This is Braxton Green with Angel Oak Home Loans. If you're looking to purchase a home, it is still a great time, and being pre-qualified before you begin shopping is an advantage. At Angel Oak, we offer a wide variety of programs ranging from conventional, government, and portfolio loans that can fit most financial situations. To get started, contact our experienced team of Talbot Green, Joanne Weir, Wanda Hager, or myself, Braxton Green, at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250, Equal Housing Lender.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is the home of the best margaritas. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Tuesday for the Gulf of Mexico, a huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $7.99. On Thursdays, relax and enjoy half-price pitchers of Chico's house margaritas. Choose from lime, strawberry, blood orange, raspberry, or peach. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of Pip Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 five-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growitpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to grow.
Hi, this is Parker Bunch. When I'm not hitting dingers or going viral, I'm listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
This hour of PRL is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs, and you can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation, and GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live, hour 2 of today's program. We're inside the Delcor Players Lounge. Coming up later on, we'll hear from East Carolina Russian Jeremy Lewis, also Rajay Harris and Xavier Smith on the way on today's program. Clip Brock, Shirley Rhodes, Chandler Honeycutt, Troy D to my left, and we'll welcome in and get to know Isaiah Winstead, better known as Zay. He joins us here in the Pirate Radio studios. Zay, welcome in, man. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Doing great.
Great looking shirt, by the way. Let's compliment you on your attire. Looks fantastic with the Pirate Vibes Only Pirate Radio tee. Welcome aboard. You're a name and a face that Pirate fans will get to know. This is probably their first experience with you right now. Coming in from Toledo with the expecting big things in the wide receiver position. So let's start there. Your journey that had you leave Toledo and end up here in Greenville.
The main thing was, like, basically what I felt as though I was trying to accomplish wasn't, at Toledo. Like, trying to be the number one receiver, and my personal goals I was trying to accomplish wasn't the right fit at that place. So
talked to Mike Houston on Friday and said, how good can Isaiah Winstead be? And he said he could be an all-conference receiver. So he's got high hopes for you going into year one. How much have you kind of gelled with Holden already, gelled with the team? And we'll find out more once fall camp starts. But how has that gone for you so far?
It's been going good, man. Holden been connecting. Like, we work out all the time together, throw together this whole summer, really, since I got here. Even when I couldn't, because I was still graduating from Toledo, so when I couldn't work out with the team, we'll still throw by ourselves, like, so we still stay on the same page.
And Troy, you asked him how was his week off. Just talk about how hard he's been working.
Before we went on the air. Yeah, and his response was, what week off?
And I asked him, how long has it been since you had a week off? So that just kind of shows you've been going at it, whether it be team telling you to get together or you individually, right? You've been working hard.
Yes, sir.
When I was at, we've talked off the air too about kind of your sense of urgency with this, because you've got a year left. This is kind of like your time to shine. If it's going to happen for you, you got to make it happen this season. And I think one of the things that brought you to East Carolina with Holton, knowing that he's on the same page with you, he's trying to make it to the next level too, and he's got to have an incredible year this year too for that to happen. So y'all mentally are both connected on that way, separate from off the field, but just, the same kind of goals and visions.
Yeah. Oh, you said like...
Well, I mean, I'm just saying you both have a sense of urgency to have a big year to try and get to that next level.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like, from when I was in the transfer portal, he, like I said, he was the main person that basically recruited me, like, over everybody.
Yeah, and I think it says a lot about Holton that, a lot of people think that coaches are the ones that were doing recruiting, but I know Holton was one of the main guys that was really excited and working hard behind the scenes to get you to come to Greenville.
Yes, sir.
And it worked, I guess.
Yeah, it did.
What would you say for people that hadn't seen you from Toledo? What are your strengths as a wide receiver?
I feel like my strengths are route running and quick and catching the ball.
Did you, so being at Toledo, Maction, y'all play on all days of the week. Did you play in those Tuesday, Wednesday games?
Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday.
Was that weird for you? Or was it just like, all right, whenever they tell me to play, I'll go? What was that like for you?
I mean, it wasn't too bad because the schedule was still like, so if we played on a Tuesday, then like Monday would be like a Friday practice, then Sunday would be like a Thursday practice.
Right.
So the schedule never changed, but it was a little weird. It was cold, because you had to play at like 7 o'clock at night in Ohio, so it was like 30, 20 degrees or whatever. That's the only difference.
When Holden was recruiting you here, did he tell you how hot it gets in the summer in Eastern North Carolina?
Nah.
How's that going?
Well, would you rather be hot or cold?
I'd rather be hot.
Okay, so you'll take it?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, after those cold Maction games for sure. All right, so this week, fall camp beginning. We've talked to some players. Some are looking forward to it. They all say it's going to be a grind. How about you? What are your expectations and your hopes for this week?
I'm ready for it. I haven't put on pads, helmet, and shoulder pads since the end of last year. Like, I ain't have no spring ball, nothing, so I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I can't wait for it.
How you doing physically? You look pretty healthy.
Yeah.
Feeling good?
Yeah.
What have you done to improve yourself, not only as a receiver, but just the body as well this offseason? How about the summer workouts?
Workouts and also, like, the way I eat. Like, I don't really eat, like, fried foods too much. I don't eat fast food at all. Like, mostly, like, baked foods and stuff like that. I don't eat candy. Like, no chips, none of that. I don't drink soda. I haven't drunk soda since 5th grade.
Well, that's why I'm here, inspiration to you guys to stay in shape and keep doing what you're doing.
That's good.
No soda since 5th grade.
That's impressive.
That's some discipline right there.
Yeah. Do you miss it, or once you stop drinking it, you don't have that urge for it anymore?
I mean, like, the reason I stopped drinking it, because, like, we had did a little article in 5th grade, I still remember it, and they was just talking about soda and, like, the long-term effects on it and stuff like that. So, like, when it comes to, like, health, then you might miss it, but, your discipline got to be over.
Yeah. That's pretty cool that stuck with you this long. That's pretty neat. So what do you drink? Water? And what do you?
Water. I might drink juice sometimes, Gatorade, stuff.
How do you feel about unsweet tea?
Unsweet tea? No.
I was hoping you'd say that's my favorite.
No, my favorite actually is sweet tea and lemonade.
There you go.
Oh, see, that's
Arnold Palmer.
Got to have the fake sugar in that, though, not the real sugar.
So you've been a lot of places, Isaiah. So what's in your travels? How do you compare Greenville to your previous stops? How much are you enjoying Greenville so far?
It's good. It's my favorite place out of all. Definitely. Facilities, all that stuff, like, is way different, like, way bigger and stuff like that. Like, the stadium is huge. Like, all that stuff is just, the weight room, how big the weight room is, and just the campus, all that. Like,
you seem like a pretty laid-back guy, but I'm sure people have told you about it. Have you thought about, like, a packed Dowdy-Ficklin against NC State, what that's going to be like week 1?
Yeah, I think about it every day. Like, I'm definitely laid back, but, like, it's different on the football field. But, like, the biggest game I didn't play in was against Notre Dame, and they had, like, 70,000. So,
yeah, you've been in that environment before.
I'm not going to be shell-shocked or nothing like that.
Yeah, we're talking to Isaiah Winstead, transfer wide receiver here for East Carolina, and a name you're going to be hearing a lot of this season. Isaiah, I know it's been all football for you lately, but when you're not playing football and you have some downtime, what would your hobbies off the field include?
Well, usually, I mean, like Netflix or something, start a TV series, but, like, lately it's just been still football because, like, I got to continue to learn the plays. This is a new system, and all that stuff. So I got to be ready to go.
Yeah.
So I always ask like basketball guys how many free throws they shoot a day, and baseball guys how many swings. How about for you? You need either a machine or another person throwing you the ball. So as far as catching the ball, how much are you able to do that every day?
I usually have like a consistent like group of people that come work out with me every time. So like whenever we get together, we got enough resources to catch like 100 at minimum a day. You know?
And when you're not doing that, you said you're in the playbook doing some studying that way.
In the playbook, or we got a gym in the Jolly Roger, or I'll just be in there working out.
Full-time football.
How long does it take to run 100 routes?
100 routes?
Like if you're doing that for practice, does it take like an hour?
100?
Because you said that's what you like to do, right?
Well, when you're catching balls, you're not running a route on all those. He's talking about just catching the ball. Yeah.
Or are you running a route and catching it?
Yeah, when we run routes, like, we catch them too.
Yeah, but are you? Well, you said when you're practicing, you do it like 100 times.
Nah.
Oh, well, I must have misunderstood then.
Mm-mm.
Catching 100 balls is different than running 100
okay.
routes.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. How many routes do you like to run when you're practicing then?
So we'll probably do like probably 2 on each side, or really it depends on like, we'll do more, but it depends on like how the quarterback feeling, because we don't want him to throw his arm out.
Right.
Or if it's only one quarterback out there, it might not be enough. Because he's throwing to like 5-6 different people.
That's true.
And that's 2 each side, so that's gonna add up.
Yeah, almost. It's like in baseball, you need a BP.
Yeah, you need one of those machines, machines, whatever. Isaiah, who are your guys you like to watch, past or present, at the receiver position? Who are your favorite guys?
Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams, Keenan Allen, and
you want to say Terry McLaurin just to make me feel good?
Yeah, he's nice too.
He is. I'm a Washington fan, but Keenan Allen's a North Carolina guy from Greensboro that has had an awesome career, obviously, with the Chargers. Talking to Isaiah Winstead joining us. Isaiah, you got any personal goals for this season for yourself?
My personal goals is to have at least 10 to 12 touchdowns, and at minimum 1,000, at the very minimum.
All right.
Very minimum.
I like it. Sounds good.
Those would be good stats.
Had a 1,000-yard rusher last year in Mitchell. And how about the history of ECU receivers? Have you, with Zay Jones, with Justin Hardy, Dwayne Harris, my all-time favorite, and even going back further than that, but it's a nice lineage of Pirate receivers.
Yes, sir. I didn't even really know about it that much though, because I didn't really keep up with football like that. But I knew of him though when he was in the league and stuff like that. So, but I didn't know how he was doing here and breaking records and all that stuff.
What number you wearing this year?
11.
All right. Is that significant to you?
Yeah, that was. So when I had my first big year, it was my senior year of high school, and that was the number I had. And then I went to Norfolk State, and I had 80 for the first year because I was a freshman. Then I had 11, and then when I had 11, I had 5 one-hand catches in 1 year.
All right, that's the number.
Top 5 in the conference.
Little known fact. Guess what a younger Troy D wore as his number?
Nobody cares.
In his athletic days.
Nobody cares what now.
Also, number 11, Cliff.
That's not a good sign.
That's
you
my man, number 11.
Yeah, well.
Of course, I was playing soccer at the time, but
look for the big 1-1. What other sports did you play growing up?
Basketball. I ran the hurdles and track. Did a 400.
You look like you're a tall guy. I would think basketball could be one of your good sports too. How tall are you?
6'4".
Yeah.
Just ain't got a jumper.
It's gone now. I used to though.
Yeah.
All that lifting weights, so I don't got no jumping.
This is his first time here. Why you gotta be so mean?
I was just asking. He admitted it. He's focused on football, man.
Yeah,
he found his thing.
That's true.
Isaiah, great to get to know you, man. We'll keep doing this during the season and talk more ball with you. But thanks for hanging out with us today. You can consider this time off of working. Because it sounds like all you're doing is playing football. So come in here.
What do you do on your day off? So I do football. What do you do when you're for your hobbies? Football.
Yeah.
No one's going to accuse him of not putting the time in.
Come join us, take a break, and then you can get back to it. How about that?
Yes, sir.
Thanks, man. Enjoyed it.
Good luck with camp, and we'll talk again next week.
Most definitely.
All right, Isaiah Winstead, Zay Winstead, joining us today here on Pirate Radio Live. When we return, we'll talk to Guy from down the road, South Central great, now Pirate rush-in Jeremy Lewis going to join us here, talk some Pirate defense when we return on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Make we take a ride. Make we take a ride.
In studio with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. What's new, Jeff?
For service, we're doing touchless pickup and drop-offs. So when you pull your vehicle in, we greet you at the car and open the door for you, but, we're putting plastic on the seats. We're having a steering wheel cover put on. We even have shift knob covers now this year. And then we have the customer actually drop the key in a baggie, and they're the next one to touch that key when it comes out of the baggie when they pick up their vehicle. So just want to make sure we take care of the customers that voted us number one.
Brown & Wood, your number one dealership in Greenville and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
When a storm hits, you can count on Greenville Utilities. They put their emergency storm plan into action to restore power as quickly and safely as possible. If you experience an outage, call them toll-free at 1-855-767-2482. The automated hotline can handle a large number of calls at once, virtually eliminating busy signals, so help can be on the way as fast as possible. Remember, GUC's emergency hotline number is 1-855-767-2482.
If you have family coming over this summer, the last thing you need is sweaty relatives. Guarantee your air conditioning system is ready to keep everybody cool. Call Delcor. Buy a new train system and make no payments until 2023. It's hard to stop a train. With inflation and high gas prices, you don't need another payment. So buy this month and make no payments until 2023. Go to DelcorInc.com or call 252-321-8868. Delcor, the service professionals.
The Wood Ducks are at home this upcoming week versus the Nationals, August 2nd through the 7th. On Friday, the first 1,000 fans will receive a 5th season commemorative hat sponsored by Stallings Plumbing, Heating, and AC, along with post-game fireworks sponsored by WNCT Channel 9. Saturday is a collard green grilling apron giveaway to the first 1,000 fans sponsored by AG Carolina Farm Credit. Go online to get your tickets in advance at woodducksbaseball.com or at the box office the day of the game. Hope to see you at Granger Stadium all week long. Go Woodies!
Make a splash with Bassett Triple Summer Savings from Bostic Sugg Furniture. Hot looks, cool styles. Kick back, relax, and upgrade your seats and save. Buy any regular price Bassett recliner, sofa, or sectional and get $50 to $150 off every additional seat with free local delivery plus 12-month special financing. Shop our wide selection on in-stock bedrooms, dining rooms, and other living rooms. And save the sales tax and get free local delivery now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Welcome to US Cellular, where new and current customers choose any phone they want for free.
Free? Even the one with 5G and lots of storage?
Free.
And the one with the latest everything?
Free.
At US Cellular, any phone you see is free, whether you're a new or current customer. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. UniversitySportswearENC.com is your one-stop shop for all promotional products for your business. With over 1 million items to shop from, UniversitySportswearENC.com offers high-quality products at prices to fit any budget. Visit UniversitySportswearENC.com for contact information and to get shopping. UniversitySportswearENC.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio.
This is Roger Harris, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
This hour of PRL is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you have real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about the current real estate market? Or do you need a property manager for rental houses? ECU alum Scott Harris with RE/MAX and SD Harris Properties can help answer every question you have and show you a stress-free real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. If you have real estate questions, Scott has answers. Give him a call today at 347-1857. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Back with you on Pirate Radio Live here on a Monday. We are inside the Delcor Players Lounge. Been great to chat with Holton Ahlers, Keaton Mitchell, Miles Berry, Ryan Jones, and Isaiah Winstead. And still to come, Rajay Harris, Xavier Smith going to join us in hour number 3 of today's show. Right now, Troy D and I will welcome on the South Central Falcon product. And he is a rush-in outside linebacker for East Carolina. Jeremy Lewis joining us here today inside the Pirate Radio studios. Jeremy, good to have you. How you doing, man?
Good. How about you?
Doing great, doing great. We talk about this when IGO, we're breaking down positions and stuff. Are you a D lineman? Are you a linebacker? What's your official position title for this team?
To break it down, I would like to say linebacker. We more so call it like a rush in, more versatile. So rush the passer, coverage. Sometimes we like bring it 3, sometimes we like bring it 4, but a lot of the times we switched over to a 3-down defense later on in the year, which is 3-4. So it's like a linebacker, but I would like to say I'm a linebacker. That show my versatility going forward.
And in my football watching life, this is a position that is somewhat new. I mean, everybody wants the next Von Miller and Myles Garrett and those guys, but it's a pretty cool position to play, right? Your job mainly is to go get the QB.
Yeah, yes, sir. That's what I've been working on all summer, man, just trying to put myself in positions to go make plays and go get the quarterback. So a lot of the times when I am guarding, it's nothing really nothing crazy. Like, I'm in the flats. That's really it. So I try to perfect going to go get the passer, so coach can put me more in situations where I can go get the passer.
Yeah. Talking to Jeremy Lewis, it's obviously about speed. It's about getting off the ball. Are there also different moves and things you can do to get the quarterback?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I've been studying the game a lot. Like this summer, coming off last season, switching over from tight end, I was more so trying to make plays just off my pure athleticism. So I didn't really have a lot of go-to moves or doing stuff. But this summer, I have studied the game, studied different pass coaches and on social media, study moves, practice moves, study the greats.
Yeah.
Myles Garrett, Von Miller, like you said, study them and perfect those moves.
Talking to Jeremy Lewis with the ECU football for the first time here in the Players Line. It's great to have you part of our team this year, Jeremy. Awesome to talk with you all season. A lot of folks, no stranger to these parts. As Clip said, with your ties to the Falcons program over at South Central. We've talked to Holton about this before, growing up in the Greenville area, going as a little kid to ECU games and kind of playing under the scoreboard back when he was a kid, and now kind of really living his dream of being quarterback of this team. How about you? When you were a kid, I don't know, did you grow up, kind of going to ECU games, or at least familiar, obviously, with the program, being over here? How much tie-in did you have as a little kid, and how much is it, if that was the case for you too, kind of crazy that you're doing it, you're for real?
Yeah, it's definitely unreal because my brother played here before me, so a lot of people don't know that, but my big brother was a bigger part of me coming here as well. So growing up, coming to the games, and then watching him play, sitting in the nosebleeds, or playing football underneath the stadium, like you said, it's crazy that now I'm on the other side of that. So I mean, it's amazing, man. It's amazing. It's a blessing.
I knew that. I forgot about that. Keontae Anderson.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Oh, he's working, man.
Okay.
He's working. He was he went to the league. He had some time there. Got released on injury reserve, and he's still battling, trying to get back in it, trying out these different leagues and whatnot. So.
And he was like the typical ECU success story. Kind of came out of nowhere. Yeah. Was a walk-on that got put on scholarship, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. What was that like, kind of living through him when you were younger?
Man, that was crazy. That was a crazy time of my life. my family's respect for Coach Mo was was high. Like, a lot of people didn't respect him, or they didn't like his win success, but him as a person outside of football was amazing. Like, my mom, she was making so many sacrifices for my brother could finish school, and for Coach Mo to come into her job on Mother's Day and grant my brother a full ride, it blessed my family. So when I actually committed here, I was recruited by Mo, and my respect for him was so high, I just felt like I had to stay home and play for Coach Mo.
That's a perspective that none of us think about. I mean, that's pretty special, and that's the viral video, right?
Yeah, I know. It was just bringing back some memories as you were describing. I'm like, yeah, I remember watching this.
Yeah,
and seeing it. That they did put it out there as a video, but it was kind of cool.
And you said your mom's probably tuned in right now, right?
Oh, she probably is.
That was really cool, and yeah, glad to have you here. And Jeremy, you finally found a home at your position. I talked to Coach Parker from South Central a week ago and brought up your name, and he said, yeah, Jeremy played offense, defense, basketball, drove the bus, led the team prayer. You did it all there. And you came in here. Remind us, so did it go defense, offense, back to defense? Is that how it went?
So coming out of high school, most of my scholarships were for defense. So when I got here, we only had one scholarship tight end on the roster, Anthony Watley.
Yeah.
And when Coach Houston and they asked me could I come play offense, they watched my film and they asked me could I come play offense. So then I switched over to offense. Then we also got Zach Bird from JUCO. So it was me, Zach Bird, Anthony Watley, and we was just battling it out. But originally, I was recruited for defense. I was coming to play DN, but I wasn't going my freshman year. I probably wouldn't have seen the field. We had Kendall Futrell and Chance Purvis, all those big guys. So I did what I had to do to see the field, play some special teams, and yeah, it was a success.
I'm about to look up the numbers. So Jeremy had, let's see, 8 catches. I almost said, how many did Xavier Smith have? Who had more catches? I'm gonna look that up right now.
I forgot X played.
I know. It shows you how far this team has come, right?
X had a big play versus UConn one year. I remember that.
And now that tight end room, we just talked to Ryan Jones, is stacked. You get to see it
now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was so happy, because I know I was doing what I had to do to make the team successful. But I didn't love tight end. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't me. It didn't feel natural. Once I switched over to defense, everything was more natural. I was able to see the game at a high level. I was able to just go out there and play, not think as much. So getting those guys, Shane, Aaron, Ryan, those guys. Oh yeah, it was a big help.
You got some big battles. Holden and other guys talked about it earlier. A lot of fall camp coming up is good on good. And the way that this offensive line has been retooled, the D-line looks stacked. There's going to be some great battles coming up in fall camp.
Oh, yeah, we always go at it. I like to – they know I like to talk my trash. I'm a real big junk talker, so we always go at it. And, you get to line up against guys like Noah Henderson and Bailey Malavis coming back. He's good, and then Ryan Jones and Shane, you get to go against those guys, and it's going to be real good for everybody. Matter of fact, it's going to be real good for everybody. We get to see that good on good because that's what we're going to see all year. Like Coach Houston says, every team we play, we feel like we can go out there and win, but you also can go out there and lose. So you just can't take nobody for granted. So every rep you get, when it's good on good, you got to give it 100%.
You've been around this team for a while, Jeremy. How much better do you think this team is, especially kind of conditioning-wise, because you just got out of summer conditioning.
Oh, yeah.
When you see the size, strength, and speed of this team versus when you first got here?
Oh, it's way better. Big John's the truth. I remember my freshman year, matter of fact, we played NC State first game of the season. We might have lost that game, but we didn't have a single player cramp, fall out, get hurt, get injured, and NC State probably had 10. And it was 100 degrees out there. So even Big John's always had us right, but we much better. It's the physicals haven't really changed, but mentals, bonding to the process, learning the schemes, listening to Coach Houston doing what he says, and it has very much made us way more successful.
I asked Ryan Jones about the Oklahoma Heat compared to the Eastern North Carolina Heat. It's nothing new for you.
Oh, no.
You bet, because when you said cramps, I think about those early weeks of high school football, man. You got guys dropping every play.
Yeah.
Do you ever get used to it, Jeremy, the heat? You do?
Yeah, I'm used to it now. Back in high school, it was plenty of times where the athletic trainer come on the field and was like, yeah, it's heat index. You guys got to go inside. And we'll stay out there for an extra 5-10 minutes, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm used to that heat. Like, you go out there on that turf field, you see the heat waves on the ground. Just used to it by now. So, yeah, it's hot, but I mean, I'm used to it.
What, is it true if you eat bananas that helps prevent cramping?
Oh, yeah. I think that's true. They say bananas, mustard, pickles, but I just stick to bananas because I can't stand mustard or pickles.
Yeah.
I hate those, but...
Yeah, shotgun and just straight mustard. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd rather have a cramp almost.
I'd much rather have a cramp.
I did try some pickle juice one time out of the jar. You know, if you get like the pickles in the jar, it leaves that juice. I was like, you know what? They say it's good for you. I tried to take a swig of it.
How drunk were you?
No, I was totally sober. It was like one morning. I was like, I'm going to try this.
Just start chugging some pickle juice? How'd it go for you?
It's terrible. It's awful. I don't think I could barely like get a shot, like a little shot glass.
But I bet you didn't cramp up all day. It worked.
I don't know. I'm going to stick to bananas too. I'll put Jeremy. It was not good, but I've heard people that drink, they say pickle juice is good for you and stuff.
Yeah.
But the problem is getting it down.
All right. Speaking of bananas, let's get to a weird question from Chad. Or actually, this is an old question we asked the baseball guys. First of all, first question: Mayo or Miracle Whip? What do you prefer?
Mayo.
All right. How about? Have you ever had a banana sandwich?
Please don't tell me you saying bread, mayo, banana bread.
Yeah, that is a thing.
Never had a banana sandwich.
Have you ever put peanut butter on a?
Yeah, now that's a banana sandwich.
That's a banana sandwich.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That was
peanut
the next
butter
question.
banana is a legit sandwich.
That's a sandwich.
Yeah.
Now look,
banana and mayo.
I'm from Winterville. I was born in Winterville. I have had a banana sandwich with mayo, Jeremy.
No, I would never.
Just be happy it never got in your household.
I thank my mom. She never made me try that.
Your parents hated you, Cliff.
I guess so. Maybe it was a punishment, and I just didn't remember it. There you go. All right, so let's see. Any other odd questions for? So who'd you grow up? Who's your NFL team? You got a team?
Tom Brady's my NFL.
So you just follow him?
Grew up New England. Well, Gronk is my favorite player, but since he's retired now, I have to go with Tom.
I think
Brady.
he'll come back though. I think as he retired, so he doesn't have to do camp and
I think
save some games. He'll come in like halfway through the season.
I think
that's what I think.
I think he's done.
Tom Brady's gonna bring him in halfway through the season. Mark my word.
So when you were, I remember, seeing you on Touchdown Friday and stuff, just catching jump balls. Basically, were you? Is that who you were picturing out there? You were Gronk out there?
Yeah, that's my dog. That's one of my favorite players. Rob Gronkowski and Julio Jones. Back when I was receiver days, I really try to study those guys, put those guys together.
Well, now you got Julio with Brady.
Yeah.
Just happened last week.
Jeremy, when you're not playing football, what do you like to do for fun?
Oh man, well I got 3 beautiful daughters. Like hanging out with them. I play video games a lot. And I play basketball. Like in my high school, we won a state championship in basketball my senior year. So basketball has always been it was my first love. You know what I'm saying? Until I figured out I was way better in football, but it was basketball. Yeah.
Coach Cherry's got a dynasty out there, don't he?
Always. He's best. He's probably the best in North Carolina. I don't high school coaching. He's legit, and I don't think he ever had a losing season.
And probably never will. All right, next time Xavier Smith talks junk to you, Jeremy, let him know that you have one more catch than he does and one more touchdown.
Yeah.
So you had 8 and a touchdown. Xavier Smith had 7, no touchdowns.
One more.
There you go. One more. So you got the final card on that one when he says something to you.
I got him.
I'm just glad both of y'all are on defense now.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Most definitely.
And yourself, we talked to Miles, Xavier. Very veteran defense too, and that D line has come from kind of nowhere to now a strength on the team. So, how about that? What are the expectations for this defense this year?
Oh, shut down defense. It's just simple. We play together as a team. Everybody knows their job and knows everybody else's job. So you buy into Coach Harrell, you listen, you study, you meet, you take notes, and then you take what you know in the meetings out into the field and just execute. So like if everybody executes, we're gonna be very much successful.
Jeremy, you got your hands full though just in preseason camp with this ECU offense because you got Holton Ayler's coming back, who who's been here forever.
Yeah.
Two weapons that we've talked, between Rajay and Keaton. A deep receiver room now. Ron Jones, who we just talked to, a tight end, and this beefed up offensive line I keep hearing about. You guys got this will be a test for you just to stop ECU in practice.
Yeah, it'll definitely be a test, but I do think we're gonna come out on top. Like, I just feel our defense is so we've just built and we haven't lost much. Like you losing Jaquan McMillan was like you can't replace that. But everywhere else, I felt like we were too deep. Like we was too deep. You can one guy can go out, another guy can go in and put the same exact numbers, make the same exact plays, and like you can't really do nothing about that. And us being like a veteran defense and having the knowledge of the game that we got, I feel like we're gonna be successful. And then going against Holton and those guys, I feel like we went against it so much. We'll know what's coming. Just even a little bit, we'll know what's coming. You got to have that IQ that, okay, it's day one install. They're not going to come out running too many plays. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's the first day out here. We got some freshmen out here, some new dudes out here. Dudes ain't played all summer, you know what I'm saying?
Remember Tegmo Bowl, Troy, when you hit, if you're on defense and you hit the play they're running, you just get them 5 yards final. That's what they're going to be doing.
Exactly. Yeah, you like the early days of camp.
Early days,
Jeremy, you said that there is an art to trash talking. You said you like it. You're good at it. Who else? Who are the other best talkers on the team?
Xavier Smith.
That is shocking. I could have guessed that one.
On that defense, and me and X, we tag team. We talk the most junk. We just go at people's necks. And then on the offensive side, oh my God, Ryan Stubblefield, Tyree Hudson, CJ, of course. CJ is a menace. But
wait, Ryan Stubblefield, you don't hear a lot of quarterbacks talking. What's he saying to you?
Stubb talks. Cause Stubb, people underlook Stubb. But Stubb is a great player. Stubb is amazing. Stubb can get out there, he'll complete a pass, and he'll look like ball still be in the air. He'll look at the defense like Stubb is a great player, man. But he lets you know, he's a great player. But me and X on that defensive side of the ball, we probably talking the most junk.
How far in your eyes has Mason Garcia come at quarterback?
A lot, but far. Because a lot of people think he's the most talented quarterback in that room, but it's just all about being up here.
Right.
And you can see the progressions that he's made, throughout the spring. The spring he made a whole lot of plays. I'm pretty sure this summer he's going to make a whole lot of plays, and him just maneuvering through the offense. You can see him looking away from his first read to his second, his third, and his fourth, and he's progressed big time, and I can't wait to see him be a QB1.
All right, a question from John. You mentioned it earlier, Troy. Right now, no school, so you guys are just football players. That's what you're focusing on, but there is school coming up. Do you have a class this semester you're looking forward to seeing?
A class I'm looking forward? Probably not, because I probably do. I just haven't even looked at my schedule
It's
yet.
football right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I haven't looked at my schedule yet, but education is a big part of me. And my mom, she didn't play that. You had to bring good grades home, so I always just try to keep my grades up. Gotta keep my GPA high. That's first.
What's your major?
Communication.
Okay, good deal. Well, you communicated well with us today, Jeremy. That was great stuff. That was fun. To have you. Appreciate you joining us, man. We'll get to know more of you throughout the season, talk more football with you. But thanks for joining us today. We'll talk to you next Monday.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Jeremy Lewis joining us in the Pirate Radio studios. When we return, we'll hear from Rajay Harris, the running back of the Pirates, will join us on the Delcor as we roll on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
So how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
So how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times at the pool, river, beach, or backyard grilling, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Bud Light carefully brews their beer to be perfect for anywhere there is fun, because when there's fun, Bud Light is there. Have fun this summer, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville. Do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best. Everybody loves burgers.
That perfect tractor package you've been eyeing at Quality Equipment just got a little more perfect. Haul your next 1, 3, or 5 Series John Deere tractor off the lot on your brand new trailer. Visit our site at QualityEquip.com to add it to your package. Start with Quality Equipment to get any task done right. We've got the full line of John Deere equipment priced right with low monthly payments and special financing. Plus, we service everything we sell. Visit QualityEquip.com to see our latest offers.
Hey Pirate fans, this is Coach Cliff Godwin. The physicians at Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center have been caring for our athletes at ECU for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for our sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care, physical therapy, and diagnostic testing. For experienced and professional services, call the team at Orthopedics East at 252-757-2663 or visit them online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirates, this is Holt Nailers. A big part of my success on the field is what I eat at home. To keep my body filled up, I order meals off a Clean Eats meal plan. I choose the meals I want from 6 different meals offered each week, and I pick them up on Sunday or Monday at the cafe on Red Banks Road. Each meal is packed with the perfect mix of healthy proteins, carbs, and veggies to keep my engine running at full speed. Go to CleanEats.com, click on meal plans, or stop by the cafe and get all the info. Clean Eats and the Pirates, a winning combination.
North Carolina State Parks is proud to announce that they have partnered with the Hometown Strong program. Our visitor centers are now equipped with public Wi-Fi to help kids with school. Remote learning has become a critical public health measure in maintaining social distance and continuing to educate our young people. Take advantage of Wi-Fi and a hike at Goose Creek State Park or a day trip to the beach and access remote learning at Fort Megan State Park. For more information, visit hometownstrong.nc.gov.
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty and SD Harris Properties, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine has been caring for Pirate Nation and the student athletes at East Carolina University for more than 35 years and are the official team physicians for ECU. Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center provides a variety of general and specialized operative and non-operative orthopedic services to meet the needs of the patients in Eastern North Carolina. For more information, call 757-2663 or visit orthoeast.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is Clip Rock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, here on a Monday. It is August. You know what happens in August?
Football season.
Football happens in August. I'm excited. Are y'all excited?
We have football this week.
There is a football game on Thursday.
And you're excited.
Urban Meyer versus John Gruden.
I don't know about that, man.
Oh, no? Oh, darn. That would have been the matchup last year, but
Doug Peterson versus Josh McDaniels.
there was emails. There was leaning up against the bar with a young blonde in a lap, and just things happen. Right?
Unfortunate events for both coaches.
Those things happen. The Hall of Fame game coming up Thursday night, so we'll have football on. I'm in a fantasy football draft that is going on, so like it's kind of here. ECU will begin practice on Wednesday.
I think it's too late to do it, but I think next year we need to start the idea that you said. I think we need to have a watch party, kind of like we do for the Super Bowl for the Hall of Fame game. Get all of our buddies around, have wings, chips, and salsa, finger foods, and treat it like it's the Super Bowl and hang out.
Because really, you'd almost rather just treat the Super Bowl like you do the Hall of Fame game. Watch it like alone, because the Super Bowl, sometimes at a party, you miss some of the game. There's a lot going on.
A lot of
There's
socializing.
people talking. Really, you should have your party for games that don't matter, like the Hall of Fame game. We need to start a Hall of Fame game party.
I say we start it next year and start planning for it.
Why can't we do it Thursday?
I feel like it's too late to plan.
What? How many days do you need to plan? What do you got to plan?
I don't know. I feel like we need to do it right, and you need to plan it out.
All right.
I'm a big planner, too. I don't like to do things right off the cuff.
I never knew that about you, Chandler. Big time. They call you Plan Man.
Plan Man.
Chan the Plan Man.
Chan the Plan Man.
All right, Chan the Plan Man.
But hey, look, if you're down to do it Thursday, let's do it.
Nah, we don't have time. It's over. That'll be tough. We'll wait till next year. Go ahead and start preparing today for next year.
I am.
And we'll be ready to go. Week 0, by the way, is the thing, and that is coming up in the month of August. So there are only 3 Saturdays left with no football.
That's crazy to believe.
That is, we folks have almost made it. We're almost there. Bon Jovi said we're halfway there. We're way over halfway there. We are almost there. Almost there. All right, let's continue on. In the Delcor Players Lounge, Delcor has been the trusted HVAC and plumbing contractor in Eastern North Carolina for residential and businesses for over 5 decades. When it comes to cooling, heating, plumbing, you can always rely on the service professionals at Delcor for any size job. Call Delcor today, 321-8868, or visit delcorinc.com. Earlier today, Rajay Harris dropped by the Pirate Radio studios, and I chatted with him. Great to have the Pirate running back, and let's hear how that sounded. All right, inside the Delcor Players Lounge with East Carolina running back Rajay Harris joining us today here on Pirate Radio Live, an old veteran at this. Rajay, how you doing, man? Welcome back.
I'm great, man. I ain't never been better. How about yourself?
Never been better. I like to hear that, man. I'm looking forward to some football. Y'all are about to do the hard work, and we're going to sit here and talk about it, but you got some hot days coming up, but hopefully some fun days, right?
Oh, yeah, most definitely, man. I'm looking forward to everybody coming out and just playing together.
Looks like you're in good shape, so tell us about this summer, Rajay, getting with Big John, getting out there, working with your teammates. How's this offseason and this summer been for you?
Big John always do a good job with us, just working on our bodies, getting slimmer, getting toned up, getting stronger, getting faster even. And then, the team just bought in this summer and, everybody ready to go.
As far as, we know kind of about your strength drills, as far as getting faster, what can you do training-wise, drill-wise to get faster?
A lot of lateral work, a lot of jumping, a lot of stuff like that, just to increase your speed, increase your your leg strength, and hips. A lot of stuff like that gets you stronger, but really mentally, eating right, doing all the little things right, it all gonna come together.
As you go into year 3 now, how much has that part of your game, I guess, improved as far as the eating, as far as the knowing the hydrating, all that stuff? You probably didn't know it as a freshman as much as you do now, right?
Well, when I first came in, I never really paid attention to all that. I drank Sprite, ate McDonald's and stuff like that. But now it's kind of like, last season was kind of like you got to eat right, you got to drink water, you got to, mentally prepare your body, for these hot days. So, this off season, I really took it serious, really, really took it serious. And it done paid off. I done got stronger, I done got faster, I got toned up a little bit more. I'm just feeling my best right now.
Rajay Ayers joining us, and Rajay, the last time you were out on the field, played against Cincinnati. Unfortunately, didn't get the bowl game in. So, is that still like hey, you made it to a bowl game, 7-win season, congratulations. But you still wanted that experience, right? Is that something you're looking forward to this season?
Oh yeah, we're never satisfied, man. We wanted to play that game, and y'all know we wanted to play that game, and shoot, we gonna get back there. You know, we want a conference championship. We want to win a conference championship, and that's just been the motto. That's just been what we plead into.
I talked to Holton Ahlers a lot this offseason. He's done a lot of throwing, a lot of training, things like that. What can you do as a running back and the other guys on offense? How much have you gotten together and gotten with the team and worked, maybe even when coaches aren't around?
It's really like 4 to 5 times a week we work with Holton, get that relationship, because we got a lot of new guys. We got a lot of new receivers on the outside, and, we always need that chemistry. Even in the backfield, we need that chemistry with Holton. Holton got to trust us, and we got to trust Holton.
You got some guys behind you in Keaton right now with Pop, who returns for another year. Heard a lot about Marlon Gunn. You got Camaro coming in as well. So seems like a pretty stacked backfield. How have you guys kind of gelled together? You'll gel a lot more coming up in the coming days. But how about this offseason, that backfield?
See, when we first met them, we let them know, we're a family. So whatever I have to do, whatever I have to say to you is never to hurt you, is never to harm you. It's always just to bring you up. So ever since, when we first met them, they got the little jitters out. The first day they weren't talking, they weren't, acting like a family. But now it's like, we've been knowing each other forever. And, me and Keaton up front, we done been here. We trying to establish leadership in our room. So they following and they doing a heck of a job.
You came in and played very early in your career and probably were a little afraid to maybe speak up just because you were the new guy on the block. How about turning into a leader? I mean, you've played so much, you've been kind of in the front and center, so you've kind of had to take over that role, and it sounds like you're doing a pretty good job of it.
Yes, sir. When I first got here, I didn't really, I talked, I had relationships, but I wasn't a vocal leader. I wasn't the one that, broke it down or, stand up in a team meeting and say something. But now it's kind of like, that's what I have to do. That's what God wants me to do, especially to that running back room, because, we got young guys in there. We have guys that ain't played much. So it's always good to have that leadership and let them know that, just because you're young, that don't mean you won't play.
1%, right? And
1% every day.
You preach that, and you preach it to other folks. What does that mean to you, Rajay, the 1% you're always putting out there every day?
1% really just means just being the best you can be every day, no matter if it's on the football field, you being a father, and you just being a great worker in life. It's just you chasing that 1% every day.
Rajay Ayers joining us in the Pirate Radio studios, getting ready for fall camp. So what are these next few days like for you, Rajay? I guess practice is Wednesday, is that right? Mm-hmm. What's the rest of Monday and Tuesday look like for you?
Today I'm gonna rest a lot today, to get my body prepared. Tomorrow we have a team meeting at 1 o'clock. Well, we check in tomorrow, and then team meeting and team run, then a little bit of meetings, and then, Wednesday it's time to work.
I know in the NFL there's like conditioning tests and stuff like that. Is there any tests you guys have to do before you take the field?
Yeah, we already had our conditioning test before we left to go on a little break before camp. But tomorrow we will run together as a team, just to get a little run in with the team. But yeah, it is a conditioning test though.
What is your conditioning test you have to take here? Like,
it's kind of like shuttle blocks. So, you might have to do 25 back like 3 times, or you might have to do full fields a couple times. It's not really that bad, but it's work. It's work.
Not bad for you. Bad for us if we had to go out there and do that.
Yeah, it's a different story right there.
Rajay Ayers joining us. NC State on the docket. Always fun to open up. And man, Mike Houston's had some tough openers since he's been here, and you played in some tough openers since you've been here. No different this year with the Wolfpack coming into town. I know Coach Houston said you'll start focusing on them in a couple weeks, I guess. But how much have you kind of looked at the schedule, see what's coming up, and then looked at your opponents?
When the schedule dropped, I start looking at it, to be honest with you. NC State, that's going to be a big time game here. Hope all the Pirate fans come out. We ready for them. I know they're a big team, but shoot, we ready. We ain't backing down for nothing.
You recognize guys on that roster, guys on the local schools you play that you might have seen in high school, grew up with, things like that? Any of those guys over there?
Not really.
I know that came up last year with South Carolina. We talked about.
I played one person that I know of that goes there. He plays corner. His name Mario. He played at Huff High School in Charlotte, but other than that, I really don't know anybody.
Rajay Harris joining us. Rajay, let's talk about what fall camp is going to be like. How different are those practices from spring and even in-season practices? Is fall the toughest time for you guys?
Yeah, it really is. But I tell the young bucks all the time, it's just another practice. But deep down, it's just a lot of energy from Coach Houston, to start the practice off. So you might have like 3-on-3 at the beginning of the practice just to start it off. A lot of meeting times. Like I tell everybody, I leave home probably about 6 and won't be back to about 9. I have to do a lot of treatment in between meeting times and, lunch or dinner. I just, you got to take care of your body during this time. It's going to be a very, very, very important time to take care of your body.
As far as meeting in that film room and that stuff, what are you looking at when you're watching film on yourself and then on the opponent?
I always look at the D-line, the linebackers and the safeties. Coach Foster done did a really great job with teaching me and Keaton and the rest of the running backs, like how to identify the coverages, who's coming on the blitz, just little stuff like that, just to get us well educated before the play even start.
Rajay Harris joining us. Rajay, how about what's behind Holton Ahlers? How much has Mason Garcia come along since your time here in Greenville?
Well, everybody know Holton's a great leader. So you having a great leader in front of you that's teaching you everything that you need to know, you don't got no choice but to look good out there. So, big plus to Mason this spring. Looks very good in the weight room, strong as ox. And it's just, it's just crazy just seeing how much he done developed since freshman year when we came in. And, he got a bright future.
When it does go from Holton to Mason, it's one big boy for another one, right? He's a big fella.
He's a big fella. We're in great hands.
All right, I got let's see, some off-the-wall questions. Let's ask one from Chad. Let's see, do you like mayo or Miracle Whip on your sandwich?
Mayo, most definitely.
All right, here's an interesting one. I don't know how they do it in South Carolina, but so when you think about a banana sandwich, are you putting peanut butter on the sandwich or mayo on the sandwich?
Peanut butter.
Okay.
Peanut butter.
You've never done the mayo?
I never done any of it. But I would want to put peanut butter on my sandwich.
All right, fair enough. Rajay, how many third graders do you think you could beat up at one time if they were all coming after you?
It's like my little brother just running at me, man. I don't know.
How many of your little brothers could you beat up?
Oh, my gosh. Probably about 2 or 3 at a time. They aggressive already.
Aggressive, probably cheating.
Yeah.
Hitting where they're not supposed to, all kinds of stuff.
Definitely.
Rajay, let's talk about your Niners for a moment. It's official. They're making the move to Trey Lance.
Yeah.
So I guess Jimmy G should be traded at some point before the season starts. But how you feeling about your Niners heading into this season?
Feeling pretty good, actually. Everybody keeps saying about the quarterback situation, but it's time to give him a shot. It's time to give Trey Lance a shot. I seen they gave Debo the new contract, so that's a big congrats to the 864 man. But I'm just ready to see them ball out this season, man. I think the offense gonna look real good this year.
Tough division, but man, a great coach. They like Lance. Debo's back and happy, so I think a lot to be excited about out there.
Who you like? I don't
know, Washington. Not a big Carson Wentz guy.
I heard that.
But hey, you like them more than the Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
All right.
My mom liked the Cowboys. I don't know. I don't know why.
There is always, no matter where, no matter how old, there's always a Cowboys fan in the vicinity.
Somewhere.
2 just left. Mike Houston and Brian Bailey earlier today.
Right.
I bet that gets annoying, don't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Until y'all beat them in the playoffs, right? What'd you say to Coach Houston after the Niners beat the Cowboys?
He don't even look my way when we beat them. He don't look my way because he know I'm gonna say something. I
like that. Rajay Harris joining us. Rajay, good stuff, man. What'd you do this summer off the football field? Anything cool?
I had a camp. I had about 100 kids that came out to my camp. I mean, that was just a great experience, man. It just, back in Spartanburg, there's a lot of violence and stuff that's going on right now. So, taking the kids away from that, you know, I know a lot of kids, they probably grew up in the hood or grew up where their parents went there their whole life. So just coming out, just to talk to them about real life stuff, you know, outside of football, it was just amazing, man.
That's awesome because you can use this platform. Kids look up to you, and they listen to what I know. When I was a kid, I listened to what ECU and pro athletes said. So
yes, sir.
Keep doing it the right way, man. That's good stuff.
Yes, sir.
Rajay Harris joining us. Rajay, we will talk to you again next week. Survive this first week, you'll be fine, and then and we'll talk to you next week, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
All right, that's my chat with Rajay Harris from earlier today. Always upbeat, always in a good mood, and in great shape, getting ready for fall camp. Excited to have him back on board. We got Xavier Smith coming up in just a moment, but Shirley Rhodes, why don't we make somebody a winner on today's show?
Booty, 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 booty everywhere. Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
Alrighty, 317-1250. You've been winning all day listening to these interviews with the players, but now we'll give you something tangible that you can hold and use. What is that, Shirley Rhodes?
How about a $15 gift card to AJ McMurphy's?
How about it? You can come out on a Wednesday night and play some sports trivia and join us at AJ McMurphy's Wednesday nights at 8, or go on your own time. Enjoy some great food, pirate beverages, and live entertainment. What call are you looking for?
12.
All right, call 12, 317-1250. We're back with Xavier Smith when we return after this.
In studio with Jeff Stein from Brown and Wood. What's new, Jeff?
For 2 years in a row, we've been voted #1 in Greenville, so we're super thankful. For 2022, we've decided to make it the year of the customer. We're taking more COVID health safety protocols with some personal test drives where, you know, you don't have the salesperson riding along with the customer. It actually makes them a little bit more comfortable, and they can take a drive and kind of go where they want to go and drive it how they want to drive it.
Brown and Wood, your #1 dealership in Greenville and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
This is Talbot Green with Angel Oak Home Loans. If you're looking to purchase a home, it is still a great time, and being pre-qualified before you begin shopping is an advantage. At Angel Oak, we offer a wide variety of programs ranging from conventional, government, and portfolio loans that can fit most financial situations. To get started, contact our experienced team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, Joanne Weir, or Wanda Hager at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250, Equal Housing Lender.
Winslow's is now Fifth Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room with a brand new look. Fifth Street Hardware also has a new menu and serving lunch and dinner every Tuesday through Sunday and brunch starting at 10:30 on Sundays. What else is new? Well, they have poker every Tuesday night, Trivia Wednesday with DJ Captain Morgan, and on Friday and Saturday nights they have live music open till 2 a.m. serving light appetizers all night long. New look, new name, same location on Fifth Street. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for more specials. Fifth Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
North Carolina State Parks is proud to announce that they have partnered with the Hometown Strong program. Our visitor centers are now equipped with public Wi-Fi to help kids with school. Remote learning has become a critical public health measure in maintaining social distance and continuing to educate our young people. Take advantage of Wi-Fi and a hike at Goose Creek State Park or a day trip to the beach and access remote learning at Fort Macon State Park. For more information, visit hometownstrong.nc.gov.
Welcome to US Cellular, where new and current customers choose any phone they want for free.
Free? Even the one with 5G and lots of storage?
Free.
And the one with the latest everything?
Free.
At US Cellular, any phone you see is free, whether you're a new or current customer. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Warren's Hot Dog Pizza, homemade lemonade.
Hey, Pirate Nation, Warren's now has 2 locations. In Greenville, across from Ron Ayers Motorsports, and the Chocowinity location next to the fire department. Stop in today for hot dogs, pizza, subs, apple and peach turnovers, homemade lemonade, and breakfast in Chocowinity featuring homemade cheese, ham and chicken biscuits, plus sausage dogs, and more. Warren's Hot Dogs. Want some? Get some. Go Pirates.
This is Dr. McGraw from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced and professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
This is Amanda Houston, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Go Pirates!
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Carolina Caliber has the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and is one of the top firearm dealers anywhere. They have everything you need for hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. Carolina Caliber will buy, sell, and trade. Carolina Caliber, locally owned and operated since 1960 on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. And congratulations to Jeff Dover of Greenville. Picked up a $15 gift card courtesy of AJ McMurphy's. The best place in Greenville to unwind after work and fun is AJ McMurphy's. AJ's has daily food and drink specials and an awesome patio, perfect for some outdoor dining. And there's something for everyone every weeknight, including sports trivia with our very own Clip Brock on Wednesday nights. AJ's has live music on Friday and Saturday with no cover and brunch every Sunday. Make today an AJ's day. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Jeff Dover wins early in the month, lies in the weeds for 29, 30 days.
Pops back up on the first of the month again.
Just like clockwork. Jeff Dover, a winner today. All right, let's keep the chats rolling on the Delcor Players Lounge. Great to have it back here on a Monday. Been an awesome show and awesome to talk to the guys, a couple from last year, Holt Nailers and Rajay Harris. But also getting to know some new guys like Keaton Mitchell, Miles Berry, Ryan Jones, Isaiah Winstead, Jeremy Lewis. And now we will talk to a guy who we enjoyed speaking with last year, Xavier Smith, who joins us on the Pirate Radio Live line, the East Carolina linebacker. Xavier, great to have you back. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. It's good to be back. I told you guys I would, and I'm here.
I will say there were times last year where I wasn't 100% sure Xavier Smith will be back. But Xavier, what led to your decision not to pursue other options and other chances that you had and to come back for another year at East Carolina to play one more season?
Well, last year didn't go as expected. So really, I'm just making the best business decision for myself, and that's to come back and play another year here. So that's really all it is to it.
And when you say it didn't go like you planned, and Mike Houston and Blake Harrell have talked about this, that you're going back to your role in the middle, right, at linebacker instead of rush in, which is where you're more comfortable, where you want to play. Is that right?
Correct. I am going back to linebacker. I actually don't know what this year consists of, but I do whatever to help the team win. I always did.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you've done. You've including playing tight end for a year, right?
That's true.
You ain't going back there, though. We can guarantee that, right?
Never that. Actually, I don't know. You put a pass.
Never say never, I guess, but
never say never.
Yeah, but we don't plan on you being back on that side. Xavier Smith joining us, and that kind of shows you how long you've been here, Xavier, and how much better things have gotten with the team, with the program, with the morale, with everything, because you came in here some dark times early on as far as the win-loss record and attendance and things like that, but man, you've seen it build into something a lot different, right?
Yeah, for sure I did. I definitely been here when things weren't as they should be. You know, there's a lot of things that go into those, and outside looking in, a lot might not understand, but it's definitely been a good change. It's been a positive change for me in my life. It's been a positive change for a lot of my teammates. So that's all we can ask for is, just support where support's needed. Support has been given. So
Xavier Smith joining us. Xavier, you're part of the leadership group for this team now, and we talked about it last year with DJ Ford. It seemed like he came in and immediately fit in with everybody, formed bonds, and became part of the team. Just talking to Rajay earlier, sounds like the new running backs have been able to do that. You brought in some guys in the secondary, receiver, and that's important, not only what they do on the field, but how they fit in with you guys, right? So, how much responsibility do you take to welcome them in, make sure that they are, here for the right reasons, want to be the part of the team, and can assimilate with you guys?
I mean, who comes here, that's out of my control. But as far as making them feel included, that's not even a responsibility because just how the team operates, it's just natural. We want everyone to feel comfortable. We want everyone to feel welcome. So that's all. Well, I can only speak for myself. That's what I try to do. I try to make everyone feel welcome, comfortable, get to know everybody because I feel like that's important for players and coaches, know your players. So I try to know them and help them out, see what they need and things like that. And that's natural. People love that. And not a lot of people get that, but it's not a hard thing to do.
Xavier Smith joining us. Xavier, you've seen improvements each and every year with the record. How does that get even better in 2022? It's kind of a broad question, but I know you're taking care, controlling what you can control. As far as the team goes, how could they improve even more, get even more wins in 2022?
I think the only answer I could tell you is to focus on each day, Control what you can control. There's a lot of little things that go on through each day that you need to do that's easy not to do that add up to what we want to do this year. So it's important that, all the guys listening to this, even if my teammates are listening to this, we got to lock in this year. Treat this differently. Whatever we didn't do last year, do those things this year. Because we all have those regrets and things we know we couldn't do. So this year, those things, let's work on them and try to get them done.
Good advice there from Xavier Smith. It is one day at a time, and you got some hot, probably grueling days coming up, right, Xavier? What are these fall camp days like compared to other times of the year?
To be honest, I don't think I can remember. I know it's hot. I know we tired. I know my legs be burnt. I know I'll be exhausted, not knowing what day it is. But that's all part of the process, and we know it wasn't easy, so we know what we signed up for. But it's camp, it's football.
And I've been bringing this up a lot. A high school coach said it last week, and I thought it was Kendrick Parker, coach at South Central, used to play college football at Elizabeth City State, and said that, back then you show up to fall camp to get ready for the season. And he said now, if you're not ready when you show up, you're going to be left behind. So on that note, what have you done this offseason with Big John, yourself, with your teammates to make sure when you hit the field Wednesday that you're ready to go?
Well, really, my path this year is a lot different from a lot of guys because I got to do different things. I'm trying to take care of my body. I'm trying to get my sorenesses out, get those worked out, and just do things better than I have done in the past. I'm just trying to be my best player. I'm trying to help my team win. I want to win so bad, so whatever I can do, I'm trying my best. Nobody's perfect, so I might have a couple slip-up days, but yeah, really just taking care of my body, getting the proper work in, knowing when to not do too much, knowing when to do just enough, knowing when to take a break and relax. And so I'm just focusing on being my best self, and I feel like everyone's doing that this year as well.
And it's a long season, as you know, and you've had a long college football career already, so taking care of that body is important. How about nutrition-wise? Rajay said year one for him, it was a lot of Sprite and McDonald's, and now he's learned a little bit better. So how about you, Xavier, as far as nutrition, what you put into your body?
See, that all depends because we got, like I said, we got a lot of support, but, not everyone the same. I'm a very picky eater. So Rajay was Sprite and McDonald's. I don't know how he was doing that. But mine was just really whatever was available. So, whatever there was, I'll make do with what I had, and then I'll maximize what the coaches give us, which is good food multiple times to eat. So I'll just take those foods home, pack them up, trying to do my best. Sometimes I slip up on the weekends. Everybody have fun. Everybody, even if they want to eat on the weekends. So I'm just trying to stay healthy. It's hard, but I've never been just consistently soda and McDonald's. I always try to, put some good stuff in my body and still enjoy, some good sweets in.
There you go. Xavier, man, lost some veteran linebackers. Really enjoyed talking and getting to know Bruce Bivens last year. Aaron Ramsor was here for a while. Now you got two veteran linebackers on this team with yourself, with Miles Berry. How about the other guys that have bright futures here behind you and Miles? Who are those guys you're excited about for the future? I guess the future of Pirate football, but also that might see some time this year on the field.
Yeah, I mean, guys I'm excited about. I'm really excited about all of our young guys because, shoot, like I said, I've been here for a while, so I get to see these guys grow. I get to see these guys become better players. I get to see how, things are, how they're moving different, how when they learn from not listening, sometimes you got to let them make their own mistakes. And I'm seeing a lot of guys, Taylor, Jacoby's not a young guy, but he's new to the program, so I'm excited about all the guys. We got Chance. We got a whole lot of great players who can play. So it's not starters. It's everyone can play. We all help each other out. So everyone can really be the starter. Like that's what I'm trying to say. There's no one, man, I'm not better than anybody else. We all got our different talents and contributes to the team. But I'm excited about everybody. A lot of guys, all the linebackers. I love all.
And that's a good answer because the Pirates, Coach Houston, the staff has done a great job of developing depth. We see it, of course, on the O-line and D-line, but really at all spots. And Xavier, that O-line and D-line looks a lot different now than it did when you first got here, right?
Oh, yeah. Now, the offensive defensive line, that has changed drastically. I can't say that. We got some good guys, talented guys. We always had good, talented guys, but we just got more depth behind that size and talent. So that's a good thing. I hope we just, I know we're going to put it all together this year and try to make things work because we all want to win.
Xavier Smith joining us. Xavier, got to ask you a fashion question because one day you'll come in here with like a metal band shirt from the 90s, and then you got your Jeff Gordon shirt on. What's the fashion choice of today, Xavier? What you rocking today?
Right now, walking outside with some white Crocs on and some black sweatpants. That's it. It's usually some pajama sweatpants, a hoodie on. Everyone get matched up with hoodies during the summer. But I just like being comfortable. So whatever I feel comfortable, that's what I'm going to wear throughout the day.
Is that, and I think it's awesome, just the stuff you wear. But I don't know. How do you describe your fashion sense, Xavier, if you could put it into words? You just said comfortable. That's one word. What's another word you would use?
Comfortable when I'm chilling, and then flashy when I need to be.
All right. Flashy when I need to be. I like that. Let's see.
I quote it.
Yeah. Put that on a billboard. Let's see. Xavier, got some off-the-wall questions here from Chad. What's on your game day playlist? That's kind of a generic one, but we'll ask you. What are you listening to game day?
Ooh, see, that just changed because I just expanded my music taste a little bit more. So same way my shirts and stuff, you changed it. I've been dipping in a lot of new music and just learning new stuff. But this year, really, little songs that's good for the soul, Still, I don't listen to country, like that. Still rap. I just listen to songs that got good messages, relate to my life. So, cause that's how I want to be motivated. But
Xavier, yeah, got to keep it fresh, just like the wardrobe. I like that.
Yeah.
What'd you do this off season away from football? Anything you did fun or that you enjoyed away from football?
I mean, I got a girlfriend now, and I'm actually happy. So she's been taking up a lot of my time. I've been out the game, as everyone says. So
Xavier retired, y'all. That breaking news. He's out of the game. Okay.
I am out the game. So yeah, I'm just living my life, figuring out each day by day.
Good deal. Well, keep her happy so you can stay happy, I guess, is the advice I'll give you there. Xavier, looking forward to talking to you all season long, man. We enjoyed you last year. You always made me chuckle, and I appreciate that. So we'll keep this thing rolling and look forward to seeing you back in studio soon, man.
Yes, sir. I definitely appreciate you guys, too.
ECU linebacker Xavier Smith back with us another year on the Players Lounge presented by Delcor. Let's take a break. We'll come back. So let's update you on the MLB player trade deadline.
Would you like to buy a vowel?
I've been talking a lot today. I need to get y'all more involved so I can take a break.
Yeah, we haven't really talked that much today. We have been enjoying the interviews, though.
Chandler, I'm going to give you some homework because I know you like to plan. I don't want to put you on the spot.
It's going to be tough.
I want you to ask one question to every player next week.
Okay.
One question. Minimum. You can ask more. But I want to hear what you have to ask these guys.
Okay.
So, everybody's tired of me asking the same old crap.
I think you're doing a great job.
How about you ask the same old crap?
Why not?
All right. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll update you on the MLB trade deadline and more to go after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers, and when it comes to getting your family together, there's no better place than Familia, which is Italian for family. Familia is the place I like to bring my football family, especially my offensive linemen. Whether it's great New York style pizzas, homemade meatballs, lasagna, chicken parmesan, or delicious homemade desserts, Familia is a winning play every time. For dine-in or takeout, make Familia your go-to play when you have a hungry team. Familia on Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College. Go Pirates!
Hey O's fans, get to Oriole Park early on Friday, August 5th at 7:05 when the first 20,000 fans 15 and over will receive a Cedric Mullins 30-30 Club bobblehead presented by Masson. Celebrate Cedric Mullins' historic 2021 season when he became the first player in Orioles history to join the 30-30 Club with 30 home runs and 30 stolen bases. Tickets start as low as $15. What better way to cheer on the Silver Slugger than at the ballpark that forever changed baseball? Buy tickets at Orioles.com/tickets.
Party like a pirate on Thursday, September 1st at the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party featuring entertainment by America's favorite 1980s tribute band, The Breakfast Club. Tickets are available now at pr927fm.com for only $10. All ticket proceeds will be donated to charity. The Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party is back. Get your tickets today at pr927fm.com.
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Kyle Gaines at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We are growing, so is our service department. We're adding more space to provide a faster, more affordable service for you. Come sit down with our team and let us customize your next Jeep or truck. Have the freedom to pick out your own lift, wheels, and tires and more. Drive a little, save a lot when it comes to customizing your next vehicle. We're at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, located off 264 West in Washington, North Carolina, and online at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank that's in your corner when you need them. This is Chris Richards from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Ashley Capps, Bonner Latham, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business, come and see one of our experienced team members at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive. Member FDIC.
Wings Over delivers. Wings Over delivers. Wings Over delivers. If you're looking for wings to be delivered to your home, Wings Over Greenville has you covered with no third party needed. Wings Over Greenville has its own in-house delivery service. Be sure to try the all-new tender sandwiches by ordering ahead on the Wings Over mobile app. Open till 3 a.m. on Friday and Saturday, Wings Over has everything to cure those late night munchies. Give them a call at 758-9464. Wings Over Greenville. They deliver.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Hi, this is Phil Steele of Phil Steele's College Football Preview Magazine, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. To get the business services that are right for you for your business today, contact the team of experienced local bankers at First Bank. The team includes bankers you can trust like Ashley Capps, Lee Watson, Bonner Latham, Chris Richards, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nesbitt. First Bank, together with their customers, they're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive. First Bank, located on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip Brock.
Let the bass kick. Let the bass kick.
Well done.
Yeah. Let the bass kick. What is he saying?
Let the bass kick.
Kick. Okay. He's not going to drop it. He's going to kick it. Fair enough.
I figure it's better to kick it than drop it.
Trivia question for Studio B.
Let's hear it.
23 years ago today, so we're talking 1999. This relief pitcher.
We were going to party?
We were going to party. They were partying in the Big Apple, Shirley, and not the Windy City. Because this relief pitcher drove in the game-winning run in the top of the 13th inning and then struck out the final batter in the game to get the win over the Cubs in Wrigley Field. He has a famous son who is a professional athlete in a different sport. Name that pitcher. I'll give you more clues. His son is a quarterback. His son is a Super Bowl champion. His son. Give me back my son. Give me back my son. First and last name. Same. Although the pitcher went by the shortened version of the first name.
And he played for...
You're better off just thinking about quarterbacks who have won a Super Bowl recently. Because the pitcher, he was not, a big-time pitcher.
Patrick Mahomes.
Correct.
Patrick
Oh.
Mahomes. So he went by Pat Mahomes.
Pat Mahomes was the pitcher, yes, in question.
Yeah, because Patrick, his mother prefers him to be called Patrick.
That's right. If you call him Pat, she gets upset.
Yep.
Very upset.
Very upset. All right. We're out of players. That was fun.
That was fun.
It took us this long to run out of players.
That's going to be a hell of a podcast, Shirley.
We're actually going to do two separate podcasts because it was just too many.
Good deal.
I'm impressed by everybody, but I am very impressed by Miles Berry. What a great conversation with him.
Well,
I forget how long he's been here too. He's been here since 2018. I think we put a graphic out, and it was a picture of him back when I guess the hurricane came through. And I want to say we debuted these against Old Dominion and wore the North Carolina and South Carolina combined with the logo. That was a long time ago. He's been here a long time, and he's going to be a great leader for this ECU football program this season.
I like the story about his recruitment, ECU or James Madison.
Yeah.
He was at the game, saw James Madison whoop East Carolina.
And Coach Weaver called him and said, hey, watch us play. and see how we play against East Carolina. Sure enough, Mike Houston's program, they take down the Pirates that day, and then they have to call them and say, hey, don't flip because we're coming to coach East Carolina.
What year was that? 17?
Yes. No, I want to say 17 was A&T.
When was Mike Houston's first year?
2019.
Okay.
So I want to say it was 2018.
No, it was 2017.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm trying to look at the full coaching staff to see. So they have Mike Houston, Donnie Kirkpatrick, Bob Trott, who ended up coming here.
Yeah.
Roy, I was going to say Twesh because the next one is Byron Thweet. Roy Tesh. Jeff Hansen came here, Trip Weaver, the entire crew, Darrell Sims, Drew Dudzik, Fontel Mines. That was the coaching staff. Now, some of those guys have moved on now, but he brought his entire staff here to ECU. So Miles Berry knew all those guys when they took over here at East Carolina.
Yeah,
so interesting recruiting story there. All right, let's see. Trade deadline. Trey Mancini is not an Oriole. He has been traded to the Tampa Bay Rays, I believe.
I thought you said
No,
Astros.
he's going to the Astros.
Well, who did the Orioles trade to the Rays?
Seth Johnson.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me. The Orioles receive Seth Johnson from the Rays. The Rays get Jose Siri from the Astros. It was a 3-team deal between the Orioles, Astros, and the Rays. So the Orioles get Seth Johnson from the Rays, and they also get another pitcher, Chase McDermott, from the Astros. The Astros get Trey Mancini, and Jaden Murray gets sent from the Rays to the Astros.
So CD's in the NBA, not in Major League Baseball a lot. The 3-team trade.
And Seth Johnson, a name you just mentioned, he went to Campbell and was a top pick from Campbell a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Good call there, Chan man. Frankie Montez is a New York Yankee. He goes to the Yankees from Oakland. They also get Lou Trevino in that deal. So we are still waiting on Juan Soto. By the way, we talked about this. We hadn't talked about it on the air. Alec Burleson has been scratched in the lineup, 2 games in a row?
2 days in a row.
Correct, yes.
As he could be on the move. And if it is St. Louis and Washington, that means that Soto would be a Cardinal. And how about Burley becoming part of the Nats organization?
I would be so pumped, man.
Well, and they're probably in the last 2 hours, because I've been keeping a very, very close eye because, of course, the trade deadline is tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. So I've been keeping a close eye on that. That the Rangers, the Texas Rangers, have expressed interest in Alec Burleson. So keep an eye on that there may be now, I know with as far as the Juan Soto trade, the 3 teams that were mentioned were the Padres,
Cardinals,
the Cardinals, and the Brewers. And I think the Padres have already bowed out because I think the Padres and the Brewers did a trade because I know Josh Hader just got traded.
They traded closers, Taylor Rogers and Josh Hader.
Okay, so those 2 teams may be out. So the Nationals may be there. It seems like they're the team that's left in play for that. Now, whether or not Alec Burleson is going to be part of that Juan Soto trade, it seems all the rumors and all the talk, it seems that that's where he's going to go. But in the last 2 hours, the Texas Rangers have popped up in here showing that they haven't expressed interest in him. So we'll keep a close eye on that. But right now, the heavy rumor mill as far as signs being pointed to one direction or the other is the Nationals.
And if you're on Twitter, be careful because we got stumped this morning thinking by a fake account. They're out there, and that account's already been suspended by Twitter.
It was almost immediately suspended. It popped up on Twitter.
I got excited there for a split second because the report was that Alec Burleson was a National in trade for Juan Soto. So I was very excited, but come to find out,
it was not the actual person. Jeff, what is the
Passon? Yeah, and props to CJ, Content Junkie.
He caught it quick.
He caught it really quick because just as soon as I said something about it, he said, "Wait a second, fake account." And just as soon as it went up, it came, the account got suspended.
Y'all got sacked. Y'all got ball sack sports.
And got catfished. But, but
at least we didn't talk about it on our show.
We did.
That ESPN show. That was funny.
Yeah, but the good news is it seems like wherever there is an interest in Alec Burleson, there's a lane for him to get called up to the majors. Right now, he's kind of stuck in a logjam over in St. Louis. So wherever he's going is likely that he's going to wind up in the majors before the season's out.
Shirley, let's get our last break in, and then right after we leave you, the Brian Bailey Show is back, folks.
Yep.
So you can hear Brian Bailey and Mike Houston coming up at 6 o'clock on these airwaves. We'll close out Pirate Radio Live after this.
Let the bass kick. Let the bass kick.
Hey, Troy D here with my good friend Kelvin Rawls from Pest Tech. Kelvin, I just want to thank you and Chris and all the great folks at Pest Tech for such awesome service. You totally eliminated the mosquitoes in my backyard, plus the fire ant problem I was having in the yard.
Hey, you're certainly welcome, Troy. I have heard the same thing from all of our customers. With everyone being home, they want to enjoy the outside and being mosquito, fire ant, and pest-free.
Enjoy all your property from the kitchen to the curb. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com today for complete service.
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the flat conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
At the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville.
At Parker's Barbecue, our family has been serving your family for 3 generations.
For that, we say thank you.
Blessing families every Thursday. Kids eat free all day. That's the Parker's way.
Legendary food served from our 3 locations. Always quick, always delicious. That's the Parker's way.
At Parker's, our mission is to impact our customers through Christ-like service in a way that feeds them both physically and spiritually. That is the Parker's way.
Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. University Sportswear ENC.com is your one-stop shop for all promotional products for your business. With over 1 million items to shop from, University Sportswear ENC.com offers high-quality products at prices to fit any budget. Visit University Sportswear ENC.com for contact information and to get shopping. University Sportswear ENC.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has more American Airlines flights. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Tired and sluggish? Down in the dumps? Or do you just have the blahs? Well, maybe you need to hydrate. Revive Health and Wellness offers IV hydration, which can help you with lack of energy, improve your mood, assist with immunity, and even fix a hangover. Call today to set up an appointment at 350-1805. Locally owned and operated by Samantha Casper, Revive Health and Wellness has a new location and is ready to serve you. Stop by at 2459 Emerald Place in Greenville or go online at revivehealthwellness.org.
Pirate fans, the 2022 football season is going to be one for the record books. East Carolina is coming off a 7-win bowl season, and 2022 is shaping up to be even better. The Pirates need you to pack Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium this fall with a great home slate that includes in-state rival North Carolina State. The American Conference schedule features home games against UCF, Memphis, Houston, and Navy. Season tickets are on sale for as low as $125. Get your tickets today by visiting ECUPirates.com.
Pirate Radio.
And you write that down, because when you're at East Carolina, you go for it every time. Or you don't coach at East Carolina, you don't come to East Carolina, you don't play at East Carolina with a weak heart. Write it!
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Wrapping up a Monday edition, a Players Lounge edition, presented by Delcor of Pirate Radio Live. We're doing it each and every week here on Pirate Radio throughout the football season. So excited to have the Delcor Players Lounge back with us another year. Speaking of being back, Brian Bailey's back with the Brian Bailey Show. If you missed it at noon, you can download it or check it out on YouTube or Facebook anytime. Or you can just stick right where you are, because it's coming up next right here on Pirate Radio. For Shirley Rhodes, the Chan Man, and the crew here, I am Cliff Brock. We'll see you Tuesday, 3 o'clock, for an all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live.
Thanks for listening.